Welcome to Patrick Roberts, Our New Timeline.
Uh, hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome, Zenwin. Catherine, welcome. And Floyd was in earlier. And Tommy Stock 64. Welcome, everybody. And hey, Cammy, welcome. Not sure where my co host is. She may have not got my email. Or I don't know. So, as you know, I'm back in my office, and I just couldn't sit in them other chairs any longer. It was ruining my knees. But anyways, how's everybody doing? Huh? How are you doing? Buzzacino, welcome, buddy. The truth is blunt. The truth is cold. To face the truth, you must be bold. So true, bud. So true. Hey, so tonight we're gonna be talking about uh obviously we all know the answer to this question. Would you allow the government to take control of your kid getting jabbed? That's basically what people are doing, and they don't even realize it. I don't think they realize it. And it's child abuse to me. I believe it's child abuse. Uh, Tired tonight might mostly just listen. Okay, that's cool, Zen. Um, Also, thank you for the emails. The information you've been sending has been really good. I appreciate it. Um, I've been actually checking my emails a lot more. Hey, Trev, welcome. Uh, I used to go like months without checking my emails, and now you guys got me checking my emails every day. So, this title was basically put up. I got the idea from Chris, and so I don't know what Chris had in mind as far as um, if she had any videos or anything. I was too busy today to look up on the topic, so we may have to go off topic for a little bit until Chris gets here. She might not get here till 9. I don't know. Crunchy B, Crunchy B, could that be you? So the other thing I was actually, if I wouldn't have brought this topic up, I would have talked about time travel. And do you think time travel is possible? And if you do, how do you think they're doing it? Could it be some sort of possession? Is that a way to time travel? If you were possessed, I don't know. I heard somebody bring that up. and I was like, I don't know how would that be possible, or has somebody found a whatchamajigger? What do you call it? A Stargate type thing, the round circle. Um, is that possible? You know, I don't know. It's an interesting question, I think. Usually, when they make movies of stuff that's already been done. The Nut House, say welcome, Peanut. Uh, I think time travel is possible. Um, I'm gonna put the link out there if anybody wants to join me. Uh, we're definitely gonna be off topic tonight. Um, if time travel is possible, then it has always been with us through time. Um, yeah, I mean, but they, nobody knew about it. Let's see. Welcome, Peanut.
Hey, Patrick. I was waiting for you to finish up what you're talking about.
Uh, well, I really wasn't really going anywhere. I'm not
Oh,
sure.
okay. All right. Yeah, because I don't want to be rude or anything, but if you, I think time travel is possible actually, and I got all kinds of thoughts on this subject.
So if time travel is possible, could that possibly be what's affecting the Mandela effect?
Yeah. Assuming that is accurate, which then yeah, I think it's highly possible. Me and Robin were talking about this like last night actually.
Have you seen any film or interviews with so-called time travelers from the future, from our future?
I have, but I wasn't thoroughly convinced it was true though.
Yeah. Well, they had a bunch of different ones, a bunch of different guys. Uh, People came up and wanted to be interviewed by this channel on YouTube called, I think Apex is what it was. I think I think it was called Apex. Don't quote me on that though. But I could look it up. But anyways, this channel would interview. I don't know how these time travelers found this guy all the time. I guess they're from the future, so I guess they could pick any guy and use him from. But he interviews these people, and they. Did you ever see that interview by that one guy, that old guy with the bald head? And he said he'd been time traveling since 1950s or 60s. I don't remember.
No, I haven't. I haven't seen that one. I saw the young dude. He's like a young blonde guy or something. He was right. He said like he's from 2030 something. I forget what he said. He was 2050. I forget what it was. The that one. I haven't seen that particular one though. Was it? But I have seen like a lot of photos. Like, hey, how this cell phone get into 1923 or something? Like a photo.
Yeah. And then I've seen somebody do a video on how what the truth of it all was. Uh, they debunked it.
Okay, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I wasn't convinced, but the person I saw. From what I understand though, it is technically possible to time travel going forward. Like you can because of if you had a clock on a supersonic plane and a clock, the times will be different once they break the sound barrier, etc. So that
Hmm.
shows it is possible to go into the future. So the real question is if it's possible to go backwards, right? I got a theory about that too. And like I was watching that South Park episode where like
Oh, sorry.
got a theory about that too. And like I was watching
Come on.
South Park episode where like
Oh my god.
sorry, I got a theory about that too.
I can't hit the down button. Oh, there we go. Sorry. I'm sorry, man. Go ahead.
You have YouTube on at the same time, Patrick.
Yeah, I do my chat from over here, and I just noticed. I can't believe that Buzzacino does not have a wrench. And hey, Tartan. Tartan's been coming in here. He's pretty cool. Tartan is from Scotland.
Oh, right on.
Hey, anytime you want to come on, if you ever want to come on here, Tartan, you're more than welcome to come on. We'd like to talk to you. Hey, Rick Swain. Deerston, welcome. Welcome, Floyd. Karen, welcome. Or Catherine, I'm sorry. So I'm sorry, Pete. You can go now.
Okay, because well, I had a theory a while ago, like from watching South Park. There was an episode where they went to Imagination Land or something, and they needed like the portal thing, like from Star, whatever movie that was, Stargate or whatever it was, and so it was very similar. And what they were saying was that like what they needed was they did it in a joking fashion. But what they basically said in that episode was what they needed was a frequency that song provided and open up the Stargate, and they're by the portal where they could travel by and whatnot. And I have actually a lot of thoughts on that. One is that I had a theory that like if you look at like this physical realm, whatever you want to call it, as the realm of three dimensions, physics, and all that sort of thing, right? Then or like maybe that's not the right word, called a dimension or whatever, right? And if the spiritual dimension is outside of time, right? Because time only can exist in a realm of like a physical things like bricks and that sort of thing. So for God and other spiritual entities like that, there is no sense of time. So if one was to like to travel from a dimension with time to a dimension with where there is no such thing as time, there has to be some kind of bridge between those two realities. And so to do that, there has to be an opening or a hole. So if you're going to poke a hole through a physical dimension, then what could cause a hole, right? And I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? What about like a wine glass? You know how like with a wine glass, if you're an operatic singer or something, and if you're in theory, if you're singing the same exact pitch as the wine glass, you'll cause it to vibrate to that frequency, and eventually it'll snap and break open, right? So if you look at this whole earthly dimension realm as a wine glass, right, then it would take a frequency to poke a hole in it to get to the other side, so to speak.
So you think? Are you trying to say that you could make a wormhole with vibration?
I think it's possible. Just gut hunch. I'm not like a brainiac or anything. Just gut hunch.
No, it does make sense if you can. I guess. I mean, if you can get the right vibration and.
Well, if you look at it this way,
I mean,
everything around us is like a vibration or a frequency, whatever you call it, like a rainbow or light, or which acts differently. Like light could be like a physical thing, depending on how you look at it, or it could be an action, a verb, whatever. But I forget exactly how they put it, but it's kind of like multiple things in once. And like even going back to like ancient philosophies, they talked about the music of the spheres, like certain planets had or like musical tones in a grand, galactic orchestra. You know what I mean? And like light has a frequency, So do we. Like when they have those they had those tests where they were like shaking things up, and then, like all these geometric shapes would start coming out of the whatever was happening at the moment. And um, so that's, I guess, if you have the right frequency to anything, that it could affect it, kind of like the 5G or whatever, or the music tones that were changed to a different hertz or whatever it is. You know, whatever is considered concert pitch now is not the same concert pitch it was, I don't know, 1,000 years ago or something, or probably less than that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. I think you may be onto something because I don't think you. I don't think using. I don't think using some sort of car like Back to the Future or any type of machine. I don't think that would work to because it's hard enough to get you yourself back to you know uh, time travel. Then you have to try to figure out how to get the you and this machine through time travel. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so I think somehow you have to do it. You know, I think time travel may be possible through consciousness. Like you can train your consciousness to go back in time to jump into one of your bodies back in time.
I see that. Kind of like remote viewing, but you're remote viewing the past or something. It's kind of
Right.
like, I wonder if it's um, like there's kind of a hidden river that runs through everything spiritually. It's kind of like hopping on board the that current that leads back to a certain time or something. You like a
Yeah.
hitchhiker. You're like hitchhiking on a current, a spiritual current, if you will. That well, if you think about time as if it's happening past, present, and future all at the same time, then there has to be. So it's really all an illusion anyway. So from that perspective, spiritually, I guess you has to just awaken that part of your being to to manipulate, kind of like when you're dreaming and you control the dream, like a lucid dreaming. Yeah,
Now,
that'd be like lucid living or something.
now I obviously believe in different timelines. So because I'm named our new timeline,
Yeah,
I honestly, and I've said this many times on my stream, many times, that I believe that I passed away in 2016
Mhm.
and woke up in a different timeline,
Yeah,
and this timeline is so messed up. I mean, this is like there's no there there's no like it's all over the place. There's no consistency at all in this timeline. You know,
yeah,
it's like everything the laws, the presidents, everything is like you know who'd have thought Trump would have ever gotten in? You know, I mean, it's either I jumped a timeline and Trump won the presidency on this timeline, and the timeline I left Hillary, like almost that timeline was about to end or something
yeah,
because Hillary was coming in. Now I'm in a timeline where now we've got Hillary's buddy in there, and he wants to kill everybody off. You know,
right.
not him. You know, there's a bunch of them that want to just kill everybody off.
I'm listening.
Yeah, I went way off course, didn't I?
No, not actually. It's fine. So what about this? Maybe each timeline is like another river, and all those rivers lead back to the sea.
Yeah,
or a conveyor belt or something. So you got on one conveyor belt now. It looks similar, but it's slightly different than the other one. Like there's probably a way to, well, if you switch timelines, then that means there's a way to like be a flea hopper, go on to the next one. So there's probably that if it's slightly different than time travel, because if you're talking about timeline travel, is like you're not really changing time, you're just changing the reality of that time, I guess, or something. I don't know. It may not sound big, but
no, yeah, you're going
right. Versus going back to like say 10 years ago, regardless of the timeline. So that those are kind of two similar but different things.
now. What do you think? Instead of timelines, we're in some kind of simulation.
I've heard that theory too. Like we could be in a simulation of a simulation of a simulation. So maybe the actual real thing is a million simulations up, and we're just like actually Rick and Morty did.
So now they want you to get the jab, so they can put you in another simulation.
Yeah,
the metaverse.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting. A simulation in a simulation. But like my only problem with that though is like, what would be the point if you're already in a simulation? You're already in a box somewhere, anyway. I guess if the whole thing is pointless, then I guess it'd be just another, another pointless thing. Like for all like NPCs in some grand video game or something, right? Then I guess we're just gotta play out our programming or whatever, right?
Yeah.
I guess it's possible, but at that point, why worry about it? Because you're already controlled anyway. It's all like, you're just following along with what your character is supposed to do. You know what I mean? You don't really have free will at that point. You're just like a puppet, with being, on life number 5 because someone ran out of quarters or something. You know what I mean? To use archaic records, right?
And do something really good, and then you earn an extra life.
Right? Yeah, exactly. You get the health kit at the level up. Looking for the cheat code. Looking to the next level. To the next level. Right? It's like Donkey Kong, right? And then at the very top, we like fight Donkey Kong, and then right, and then he bonked us like, and it bonks us with a barrel. We go back to like timeline number 2 or something. I don't know. Honestly, I'm not sure about all that stuff. I guess it's possible, but if we're like in a simulation, if we're in a simulation, then is our awareness a simulation as well? Like we think we're here, but we're really not. We're just playing out our program.
The simulation kind of makes sense because with the Mandela effect, it would make sense. And then with Jesus Christ, he came here to show us how to get out of here.
Yeah.
And if we follow what he did, we will get out of here. We will get out of here.
Right. True.
And they want to get us all jabbed up. These elite, whoever they are, they want to get us all jabbed up, so we go into another simulation, so they can control us more and get us further from Christ.
Yeah, I don't really think that from that perspective though, what you're basically saying is that you're real and our thoughts are real, right? In that we think, therefore we are, so we exist, right? We're not just a program, right?
Right, so, our consciousness does.
Right, exactly. So if that were the case, then I think sometimes people use the word simulation, which has kind of like broad connotations to it, right? Right. So I think yes, regardless, we're definitely in a simulation, right? But maybe not the way people would think, in the sense that like this whole dimension is kind of an illusion. In that sense, yeah, I think we're in a simulation. But like the thing about putting them into this simulated world or whatever, I don't think that's a simulation within a simulation. I could be wrong, the way people think. I think what it is that the simulation they want to put us into is simulation in the context of what most people think of it as being, and that everything else we know around us is part of some kind of physical realm that's very real, but not real, but real at the same time. It's hard to be put in words, but that we are all very real, and everything. The spiritual warfare is definitely real, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I do believe that the answer is through Jesus. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, because I I see him being attacked in so many ways, and if if he wasn't that big of a deal, why pay him any attention? You know?
Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, like why do the elites attack him? Why are they always attacking Christianity? Right? When they don't attack any other religion but
Right. Right. Exactly.
that's why I agree too. Where there's smoke, there's fire. If it'd be like, yeah, there has to be a reason. That's why I always wonder, honestly, about people on YouTube. If you're a truther, right, or whatever word you want to use for it, there's like all these communities are kind of interlocked. Right? Like there's this community, Mandela community. There's just straight up truther community, and then there's Christian communities. There's prepping communities. They all are
Yeah.
inter
Yeah.
like there's like a Venn diagram of communities that all kind of meet at one point. And but anyway, let's just call it truther for lack of a better word. Um, if someone's a truther and they've listened and kept an open mind to some extent over like any serious point of time, a couple of years, whatever, or more, and they've looked into this stuff, watched the videos, and listened to what people had to say, et cetera, then you have to come away, in my mind, thinking that Christ is real just for
Mm-hmm.
the exact reason you put up. If the elites are attacking it, then there must be a reason for that. And so,
Right.
right?
And you notice they've never denied his existence.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't like him for some reason. They don't want people to pay any attention to Christ, and they do their best to keep people away from them. And if if I if and then this is the whole deal too, is if we who do we believe? Do we believe them, or do we believe Christ who they attack? Well, these guys I know for a fact are trying to kill me. So why would I believe them anything they have to say?
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Some people say too, like they're like, well, um, they think that what's his name? I forget. King James was a Mason. Well, I'm not down for Masons at all, but like that somehow, therefore, the Bible is this, that, and the other thing. So you can't believe anything because whatever. I know you guys think there's been changes made. I don't know, but like regardless, though, if you took whatever you at one time assumed was the real thing, right? Then some people would say, well, it never was the real thing because King James was amazing. So it's all big psyop to tie us into this philosophy. So really, it's Machiavellian, and they're double thinking us because they're trying to, although they're attacking Christ, maybe that's part of their plan is attack him to get you to believe in it more. Or I don't know. It's so crazy. Once you go down that kind of logic, it doesn't really make sense to me, right? Because like you got the Dead Sea Scrolls, and there's now even if you could just wipe all that stuff away, and you get rid of all the historical arguments for Christ. If you just read the word and apply it to your life compared to everything else, then that alone should tell you it's the truth.
Right. And I mean, if you're new to the channel, we jump topics just like that. So hey, hang in there. We're like all over the place. But I wanted to go back a little bit because I seen Buzz Chino wrote something down, and I wanted to uh, say he wrote when Can you, by any chance, excuse me, can you see chat, Peanut?
No, I'll put it on so I can watch it. Let me see.
Oh, I was just wondering if you could see it or not. You don't have to pull it up or anything. I'll read what he wrote. When
Okay.
a drop of water is in the ocean, it only knows that it is the ocean. So the drop must be taken out of the ocean to learn what it is to be a drop. So that when it rejoins the ocean, it knows that it is both the drop and the ocean. We are both the drop and the ocean, and we can choose to be either, or we can learn the balance of nature and be both and be whole. Hmm. Yes, that's very interesting.
Yeah, that's a good point to that, actually. Yeah, it's kind of like the way I take that is like that's how people are, I guess, is that sometimes they look at themselves as an island. Like I am my own existence, and if you got really narcissistic about the whole thing, it would be like the whole world revolves around you, or a complete kind of metaphoric unawareness of anybody else around you. I think some people are like that. They're so much self-centered that they have no idea of the wake of pain they leave in their path from the way they treat other people is because they're non-existent. They don't exist to them. Everyone else is an obstacle, like a chair or a car or a wall. You know what I mean? Like it's just like if you're
Mhm.
driving on the freeway, all these dumb people get out of my way. I've got to get somewhere. They're just obstacles in your path. Not worthy of respect or anything else, right? Whereas like for people that are aware that they're part of the sea, though, and I guess that's where compassion comes in, and when you're like aware that to love thy neighbor, etc.
Mhm. Yes, very interesting. So, how is everything going in your area? What state are you in again, Peanut?
I'm in California, like Northern California.
Oh, okay. So, how are things going in Cali?
Oh, pretty good, not too bad. I can't complain. Um,
So,
just
did they have you? W- are they coming down real hard on the mask again? Making people wear the
not
mask again.
really. Yeah, I we don't wear the mask anywhere. I think they kind of like lighten up about the whole thing, honestly.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Welcome, Buzzacino. How are you doing?
Groovy.
All right.
Movie like a movie. What's up, Buzzacino?
Groovy.
It's wonderful. 2022 is going to be some loads of truth coming out. Loads of people going to actually be held responsible finally. Hopefully, fingers crossed, touch wood. Pray, up the vibe, up the energy, put your money on the bet, whatever. Everybody get positive with this that it's going to happen because it's going to happen. The human heart says it has to happen.
Mhm.
I have a poem for you, by the way.
You
Nice.
know, my last stream I did, I believe it was the last stream I did. I just want to put this out there real quick. If I told people to invest in Shiba Inu uh, cryptocurrency, and if they would have, my last stream, I don't know, was like 3 days ago, 3 days ago, whatever, or it was the stream before, so 3 to 5 days ago. If you guys would have put $500 to $1,000 in there, you would have profited around 500 to $600, and take your cash and leave. If I would have had that much money, I would have invested it in there. But just wanted you to all know that it shot up today, and today was a good day to take some profits out if anybody invested in it. Otherwise, you just let it sit and let them roll until it shoots up higher. All right, Buzzacino, do you? I really, really hope that you have a voice and it's not sore or anything, because I really would like you to sing my favorite song.
Can I do my poem first?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Yes. We get two. All right. Yes.
Right.
Okay. Anytime you're ready, Buzzacino, get ready, guys. Here comes a great poem.
This one I call Feel It. I feel a pull, an urge to sleep, a tiredness in my being does creep, a desire to be in another place, for some mission, some task in some wider space, to fix something broken or to right a wrong, but not with a sword, instead with a song. For a song resonates and can even change hearts, an idea, a feeling, that's where it all starts. Doubting decisions, checking them twice, asking yourself, was I sugar or spice? The song echoes on and more questions arise, so that truth can awaken and break down the lies. For answers can start understanding and healing and bring balance to those brought back home to feeling.
Very good.
That was beautiful. That's fucking amazing. Fuck yeah, that was awesome.
How long does it take you to write something like that?
About 20 minutes.
Wow.
I just recently hit a doorstop of mine, as in I set myself a goal of 100 pages in my book of poems and philosophies, and I just hit that 100 the other day. That's 80 poems and 20 philosophies. So I'm quite happy with myself.
Hey, you guys,
I've got enough for a poetry book.
I got to go. Later, Buzzacino. Later, Patrick.
Cheers,
Oh,
Fina.
all right. See you later. Take care, Peanut. All right. So, are you willing to do the song?
I am, but I'm going to have to get it ready because I've got to find the backing for it again.
Okay, no problem.
Either that, or I send you the copy I've got and you play that, although it's not that good.
No, that's fine. We can
Yeah? Shall I send you that instead?
Send it to me, and then what do you want? I can't play it coming. Like you would have to put it in the chat because the private chat I wouldn't be able to pull it out of there.
Gotcha. Give me 1 second then, because I already stuck it on another channel. See if I can get it up.
So Floyd, you gonna come on or what? I wonder where Sharky's been. He hasn't been. Where are you, Sharky? Can't believe it's only 8:30. I am getting my dinner, but I will be right back, guys. Like 20 minutes. Somebody know. Hey, Trev. Is that mine?
There you go, Patrick. I put it in the YouTube chat.
Okay. Trev, you coming on? Trev doesn't want to come on either. What's up with you guys? There's a bot. Take the bot out. Get the bot. Get the bot. Yeah. So how you're in the UK, right?
Yes, brother.
You put it in private chat, bud. I can't pull it out of private chat, bud.
Yeah, I put it in both private chat and YouTube chat for you, dude.
Oh, okay. Let me see here.
I think that's the actual copy that was off of your show from the first one.
Is it?
I think so. And if it is, you shouldn't get a copyright strike
I
from
wonder
your own
if this
show.
is gonna double. Yeah, this is your music, so I shouldn't. Where the hell is it? I got the link and I went. It took me to Rumble.
Yeah.
Poetry. Oh, here we go.
Yep, that's right, bro.
Can you hear that? Can you guys hear that?
Yep.
All around me, silly messed up faces, frantic paces, bright and early for their daily doses. It's hypnosis, chemical mesmerizing. Our tears are for the frightened masses. COVID passes, divided masses. Hide my head, I wanna drown my sorrow. More rules tomorrow, more rules tomorrow. And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. Dreams of the world still normal are the best I've ever had. When people trust for science and do something very bad, like handing over freedom, it's a very, very messed world. Messed world. Start controlling your world. Messed world.
That's very good. I love
Cheers,
that song,
bro.
man. I love it. Did an
Thank
awesome
you.
job, man. Awesome job.
Did you hear the other one that I did?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know if it was Algo's or Ken's that I did it on, but I
Is
did a
that out there?
version. You know that song, This Is a Man's World?
Yeah.
Well, I rewrote that to This Is a Masked World.
Oh, really? I don't think
Yeah.
I've heard that one. Was that on?
Well, it's hard to sing, so I've only actually sung it once.
Oh,
you know.
okay. Hey, welcome, Joe. So you only sung it once, so you didn't get it recorded, eh?
No.
Oh, okay. Where are you,
Which is
Trevor?
a shame.
Yo, I'm just eating right now.
Where are you?
Sitting down and
I want to see what you're eating.
You want to see what I'm eating? Okay, hold up.
Is it steak and potatoes? I'm hungry. I have not eaten all. Oh, I had a peanut butter and jelly on toast.
Steak and potato sounds good.
That's all I've eaten all day. I should probably eat something. Oh, I had a couple pieces of licorice. I'm terrible.
Peanut butter and jelly is always good.
Yeah. But I had it on whole wheat bread, but I don't think that's any better than white bread, to tell you the truth. I think everything is like the opposite, I think. Anything they tell you is the opposite. This is bad for you. No, that's good for you. No, I'm just kidding. So Floyd's Masked World, you got that right, brother. Buzzacino, awesome knowledge, love it. Let's see, Crunchy Supreme Wrap, Crunch Wrap Supreme. Someone had an option in their chat today. Option, right? Am I reading that right? Option in their chat today that said go to channel like old days. I don't know how they did it. Huh? Am I like way behind or what?
What, in the chat?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Huh. No. I'm just a little back. A little bit.
Patrick,
What?
would you like me, before I shoot off, because I'm going to have to go soon, would you like me to attempt just once a version of This Is a Masked World?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah, that would be cool.
Cool. Right. Here we go then.
Okay.
This is a masked world. This is a masked world. But it won't be nothing without a pandemic full of lies. Boom, boom. You see, man made the problem so that fear could take hold. Man made the solution. You have to do as you are told. Man made the lockdowns to take us out of the streets. Man made the mandates for the people who have suffered such defeats. This is a masked world. But it won't be nothing without a pandemic full of lies. Boom, 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 boom. Thank you.
Very good, bud. That was
Cheers,
good.
dude.
Yeah, dude.
Now we got it on video, so you if you don't feel like singing it, we can replay this one.
Awesome. Cheers, dude.
That's
And with that, I'm going to have to skedoodle off. So I'm going to chuck loads of love at you, loads of love at the chat, loads of love at everyone. Trev, and
Thank-
stay groovy.
Thanks a lot, Buzz. Thanks for singing and doing your poetry. I appreciate it. You're always welcome.
Thank you for having me on, brother. Without you, we ain't nothing.
Have a good night, man.
Cheers, brother. Ciao for now.
See ya.
Rest well. Yeah, and like I want to say I seen everybody in the chat. Well, I didn't see everybody in the chat, kind of eating, but I was looking so high to everyone that's there. Sure.
Yeah. What were you doing?
I'm sitting here eating. That's it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was just texting somebody. Sorry, guys. Just got to get this text out real quick.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Oh, hey. Something amazing happened to me yesterday. I got a call from my brother, Trucker Jim, and he said that okay, our mother passed away when I was really young. Like I think I was probably like 12, something like that, when she passed away. And so she lived in Illinois and we lived up in Wisconsin, and I don't know anything about her side of the family. My dad didn't tell me anything about my mom's side of the family, so I never knew where any of them were. And so my brother uh, got a call from one of our cousins from that side, and now uh, she's been sent. We talked for like 3 or 4 hours today on the phone, and she's sending me all these photos of my mother and of all my relatives, and it was like awesome because I thought my brother and I kind of looked like our father, and I thought we all the growing up, I thought we probably got more of his genes because we kind of look like him. I mean, we look like him. There's no doubt about it. And I see my mom's side of the family, and I'm like, holy shit, we there's the genes right there. I mean, I couldn't believe how a lot of these guys look just like me. Even my mom, like a grade school picture of her. If you took her hair off her and put my hair on her, it would be me at that age. I mean, striking example. I was
Right.
like blown away.
Yeah,
So
like
yeah, so that's nice that I feel like my circle's like completed because I've always wanted to know my mom's side of the family. Uh, Not only for like, I mean, of course, um, for lots of reasons. I mean, I want my kids to know that side of the family. They've got all these relatives that they're only like 5 hours away from me. This whole time they've been 5 hours away from me my whole life. Isn't that weird how they could be in the next town over your whole life and you don't even know that, you got relatives. That's really cool. So yeah, I've got a whole ton of relatives. I haven't even been able to tell my daughter yet. So I just found out yesterday, last night, kind of, or yesterday afternoon. I don't remember, but so yeah, now I gotta sit down with my daughter and tell her everything, show her pictures and stuff. So that'd be cool. Uh, so it looks like tonight might be an early night. What do you think? Or should we
I'm not
just
sure. I just got here.
drink it up, drink and party all night?
Maybe
You
just a
got
little bit.
you got your beer?
Maybe just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Well,
Just a little
welcome, Chris.
I'm so sorry. I had the time wrong. I thought it was supposed to be 9 o'clock Central.
Oh yeah, I figured that's probably what it was.
Sorry.
It was either that or I thought you were mad at me.
No, I'm not mad at you. Hi, Trev. How you doing?
Hi, Chris. I'm all right.
You all right? Zen,
So
13.
I was I was talking earlier. The topic that we have up. I didn't know if you had anything like videos or anything to go with this topic.
Well,
So I didn't know what to do.
there's a case still going on in the court system where the mother lost custody of her child because she wouldn't get the giggles. She wouldn't give her child the giggles, and she lost
Mhm.
custody. Um,
Where is this at?
uh, I I want to say that one is in California. Um, and
Oh,
so the other parent has custody of the child.
wow.
Then there was a court case in which and this is in Texas, in which the mother, it doesn't have to do with the giggles, but it's the mother followed in basically her son was born premature, had medical issues, surgeries, stuff like that, and they had told the mother to move the child over to hospice, and then
Wow.
she moved the child over to hospice, and they were telling her, it's faster if he doesn't eat, and you might want to make funeral arrangements because usually people don't come out of hospice, right?
Yeah.
Well, she kind of was getting a little suspicious of the hospice facility and removed her child from hospice. The hospice worker called children and youth and the police, and children and youth were fine. They were like, these kids are taken care of, blah, blah, blah. But she's now in jail for attempted murder for starving her child, according to the hospice workers. So that kind of prompted me, well, she really didn't do anything, right? Because if the child's in hospice and starving, then that's on the hospice, because the child's in that facility. It made me think, like, how far are they going to take this to where they want to take away the rights of the parents to choose what medical procedure, or
Mhm.
whether it's the giggles or whatever.
Um,
So if they told you, Pat, and your daughter was younger, and they told you your daughter had giggles, or you won't be able to say, you lose custody.
Yeah.
um, I would lose custody. Would they? Are they still okay? So if I or they lost custody, w- would they still put the giggles in them?
Yeah, because they're calling the shots now. So if you lose custody, whoever is calling the shots is now the government.
Well, then I would then hmm, I wouldn't. I would not even bring my. I would hide my kid somewhere.
Actually, there was someone that used to call Algo's show that actually had something similar like that happen to him years ago. And if it comes down to it, what do you do? Do you hide your kid? Do you run away with your kid? And if you run away with your kid, you're now hiding your kid out somewhere.
Yeah, yeah. Hiding the. Yeah, well, uh, they're not leaving you much of a choice.
Yeah,
So
and that's
you're gonna go down either way, you know. So I would go down fighting.
so. I guess the
You're cutting out.
oh, sorry. So that's the question. What do you do in that
Yeah, I
predicament?
yeah. I. What would you do? What would you do, Trev?
I mean, what you just said, lose custody, right? I don't know. Fuck out of
Well,
here. That's
I would. I thought if I lost custody, then they wouldn't. My kid wouldn't get a jab. I thought I had a choice. Uh, if you lose custody, then we won't jab your kid.
it's
But if you, so I'm fucked either way. So I'm just gonna take my kid and hide my kid. They ain't gonna get a hand on my kid, and they ain't gonna
yeah,
find me either, obviously. So you're gonna have to hide somewhere. Eventually, you're gonna get caught. Eventually, you got to prepare your mind for. I know this is gonna be hard, man. I don't even know what to say. This is like fucked up. I couldn't tell. I wouldn't be able to tell a parent. You know, there's no wrong decision. You know.
Well, that's the thing. Like it's a difficult decision, right? Because you can, if you have two parents and they disagree on the jab, then your kid's getting the jab no matter what, because you can't run away with the kid because that's kidnapping.
Yeah.
But if you have sole custody,
Well,
then
yeah, it's kidnapping, but you're gonna go down anyways. You know. So you're if they take your kid, you're gonna be destroyed. I would be destroyed. So you might as well try to run for it. And I don't know. I really don't know. It is
well,
that is the more.
it's a difficult question, and that's why I thought it would make a good topic. Because what do you do? There are parents that even before COVID had their rights taken away from them, but usually it's not. Um, Usually it's to another parent. But what about the single parents out there that the other parent passed away or something like that? What do they do then? Because if they
Yeah.
lose custody, they go right to the state.
Zenwen said that all this goes so much deeper than most people realize. Um, do you care to talk about what you're thinking, Zenwen? Um,
Yes, please expound.
can I? Oh yeah, sure. Peanut. What did you say, child?
I said yes, please expound.
Yeah. CPS takes them all the time. Yeah. No, I know. I know. Here comes. We're gonna welcome Peanut.
Hey, Peanut.
Hey, Chris. Hey, did you get my email?
Uh,
Oh,
I emailed you a couple days ago or a day ago or whatever.
All right, I got an idea. Um, how about this? Sorry, Patrick. I apologize. But
no, that's fine.
I was thinking like, what about like we just interview you, and then from there the topic will be like the rabbit hole.
Okay.
You down with that?
Yeah.
Okay. It's Friday at 7 Pacific. Okay.
Friday, no.
Okay. What,
Saturday's good though.
what about Saturday then?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, Saturday at 7 p.m. Pacific's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Right on. And you like the topic? It's okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, cool. Right on.
So, yeah, it's kind of like what do you
Thanks, Pat.
do, Pat? Then why don't you expand on what you were saying?
Well,
Because that's
yeah,
interesting.
yeah, exactly. I want to hear what you have to say, Zenwen. Peanut, what do you think?
About what?
The question that Chris just asked, the topic question.
What was the topic question, Chris?
Okay, so say you have a child, and I'm
Okay.
going to say for the hell of it, you're a single parent, whatever.
Okay.
If their parent passed away, whatever.
Yeah.
And the government gives you a choice. You either give your child the jab or you lose custody, in which your child would get the jab anyway. What do you do?
Wow, that's a hard one. So if you're gonna lose custody because they're gonna take it away anyway, I'd try to run away with the child.
That's what
Mhm. That's what I said. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you really expect the outcome to be right there?
there are people that would it would
I don't know.
Well, you'll eventually get caught, but
No, I mean, like, I don't know.
you spend
who's
as much
gonna-
time with your kid as possible. You know.
Well, it's like, well, how about this? It's sort of like, let's say they've got everything wrapped up, and it's far more advanced than we could possibly realize. And then tomorrow, like before you even know what happens, they got you and your kid in front of a guillotine and saying, okay, either tell your kid to take the shot or they get the guillotine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? So it's like, what do you really believe? You know?
I would at that time, um, I would ask my kid what they want to do.
Well, that's what they did to Abraham, right? Or God did.
Yeah.
Same choice, I guess.
I would obviously say cut my head off. You know, leave them alone. But after they cut my head off, they're gonna cut my kid's head off anyway. So
What do you tell the kid? You know, I mean, this fortunately they have to make a decision at that point in life, but that's probably going to happen.
Well, the thing is, the reason I brought this up, Peanut, is there was a case, I think, in California where the woman lost custody of her child because she would not give the gift to her child, but yet the other parent would. So the other
Wow.
parent got the custody.
Oh, damn.
When the woman actually had the custody, so the child was with, had like maybe not full but shared custody, but her parental rights were terminated because she would not.
Man, that's fucked up. She probably no. I don't no judgment to her, whatever her decision was. But like that's what I would have done was run with a kid. And they'll probably label you as whatever. You know, you're a terrorist. You're a this, that, and the other thing. You know, right? Sure, you get demonized for it, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Because if you
I
think
think we're already labeling what we do right now as terrorism, basically.
Yeah.
oh yeah, they already have, and they've already taken jobs away from people. They've already have like taken away freedoms from a lot of people. So that's next. Because the Chicago school board won't let teachers go back into the schools.
No, that's a good idea, Zenwin. Run to Mexico. But the only problem is I think it's going to be all over the world. This is going to be happening. So, but I would keep running until you had nowhere to run to anymore. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome, Brenda. Welcome, Chappelle. And welcome, Bit of Venom. And I don't think I missed anybody. So, yeah, I mean that. Yeah, I mean people really need to start thinking about it. I guess because you're right. People do need to start thinking about it. And I said a long time ago on my stream that we ourselves need to get ready for what's to come. We need to get our heads ready. I don't know if you can ever get ready for what is supposedly supposed to come. And I hate to sit on here and talk all kinds of doom and gloom when maybe we should be raising our vibes to try to get out of this. You know, if we maybe get enough people to raise our vibes, maybe we can turn the corner on this thing and jump another timeline, a better timeline.
What if this though? What if instead of giving up the kid, we gave up like a dummy, like it was a cardboard cutout of the kid, right? Right. With like a little sound box in the back saying, "Help me," or something, right? I love
A
the
mannequin, might as well just give them a mannequin.
show. Right, exactly, very lifelike mannequin, and then with like a bomb on it or something, so blow up. Oh my god, my
Yeah.
baby! Save my baby! Right, it was
And
like
then when they go to chop the head off, they go, Oh, I'm sorry that piece of wood flew in your eye.
Right? Or a monkey with a dress on it or something. Or
Uh,
the wig on. You're like, "Dang it, look what they did to my kid." You know.
I think the Mexican jumping bean regarding timelines and shifting. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I see so many different versions of myself. It's just crazy. And it's from day to day, you know. Welcome, Zenwen. How you doing?
Hey, Zen.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm okay. I'm really tired, but I wanted to come on real quick to say I didn't mean just run to Mexico. I had put something else in the chat. It's just too dark to me. I'm still researching things. I want to look into it more before I can talk about it. But I think it's important to, for me at least, and for people, try to do what I can to help. But yeah, Mexico is an option for now. But yeah, of course, it won't be for forever.
Right. And how many kids? You got 2 kids, right?
I don't have any children.
Oh, you don't?
No, But
Ooh, I thought it was you.
one of my I can't hear you very well. What did you say? What's the matter with me?
No, I said I thought I thought I,
Come on
I
now.
said I thought it was you.
Pop out a few bad bean on there. Come on, what's the matter with you, huh?
You don't have no kids.
I
What's
don't.
wrong with you?
I don't know.
Come on
I
now.
don't know what happened. I didn't want any when I was young and married, and then I wasn't married anymore, and then now it's kind of late, and I'm not seeing anybody, so
See,
things happen.
that's what I like about this community. We can be honest with each other. Like you didn't have to say you didn't have to say anything. You could have been real quiet and thought and took it the wrong way and thought, what an asshole, instead you brought it up and said, "Hey, what did you say to me?"
You said, "Are you talking to me?" I know you're not talking to me.
You talking fighting words now, man.
Patrick,
I'll be like, what did I say?
don't you know who I am? Right?
No, it's too
Well,
funny.
I never. She slaps you with a glove. Right.
Aw.
Fresh.
Oh, good way to change the mood. That's good.
Yeah.
Then I actually think that's like not the perfect solution, but it is definitely a good solution. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
It's a good solution.
I do want to help though. Since I didn't have children of my own, like I want to do what I can, to help other people.
Yeah.
I don't know quite how to say it, but
It's like
I'm
mean,
really researching.
You want to help. I mean, we all want to help other people, but they just won't. They won't listen.
Oh, I know.
It's hard to help people when they don't listen. But I'm sure when things start really ramping up to where they can see shit go, they're gonna have a lot of questions, and that's where you come in. Then at that point,
Right.
Like a
When
hawk.
things. Yeah.
You're like a hawk, right? And when you come in, swoop at the last minute, all the little scared little rabbits running away, you're like, "Rah!"
There you go. Yeah.
You like hawk
I kind of am like that.
wings and stuff. Like Batman was like Algo or whatever his name is, comes in like Batman. You could be like the hawk girl who comes in the rest. What's wrong with you, man? Man.
Oh, too funny. Anyway, okay, I'm done. Oh, Lord.
And the next time you come in, you better be popping out some babies. I mean,
at least 2. At least two.
At least two wins. Exactly, Patrick. On a stream, no less. You got to make up.
So,
I've always,
but honestly, I could have swore it was you. That's what I said. I could have sworn it
that's
was you.
funny. No, I've rescued lots of animals in my life. I've just never had children.
Animals.
Oh
that is
wow,
Come
it's
on,
so
no.
weird because I couldn't.
Just kidding.
Who else would it be? There's nobody else that I can think of that would be
It might be because Zen was also talking about before the the CS, the comprehensive sexual.
You're cutting out. I can't hear you
Yeah,
at all.
you are.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It could have been because Zen was on when we were talking about the comprehensive sexual education in schools
Yes.
that you thought she had.
Comprehensive sexual education in schools. Now I'm
Oh.
intrigued.
Yeah, I sent you that link for that
Yeah.
nasty video. Yeah. About
Yeah.
because I care. I mean, just because I don't have children doesn't mean I don't care about
Well,
children.
you're no right. I wasn't saying that at all. But no, I just thought you had a couple kids. But the information that you send me, you're finding good information. I mean, I've pretty much every video you sent, I was intrigued. So
Yeah,
and I've sent them on to other people too.
good. That's awesome. And I sent you another one just tonight. And it's really, really good. You need to watch that one too. They're trying to kick out this man out of Ronald McDonald House that has a 4-year-old son, I think, with cancer
Mhm.
because he won't get the giggles.
Oh.
I was just
Yeah.
talking about a case in Texas that
Mhm.
kid was at the Ronald McDonald House in somewhere in Texas.
Oh wow! It could be the
Um,
same one, or it could be another one. I
You know, where we are all, if we are all going to face this down the road, I guarantee.
yeah,
you.
it's ramping up, and that's what's really worrying me. It seems to be really ramping up lately.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
I mean, I'm really close to facing it myself, where they won't. They've if I don't wear a mask, they won't. They won't give me my medicine. So
oh damn.
so I'm assuming if I don't get the jab, I'm not gonna. That's coming. I know it's coming.
well, I knew too when they were talking about the vets need to get the jab and stuff.
Mhm.
I knew it was coming for Social Security or Social Security disability,
Yeah.
and
Well,
sure as shit they're talking about it now. Excuse my language, but
Yeah.
it's all this stuff is just
Oh wait, you guys hear the story about the guy who had like a fake arm? Like he went and get a jab.
yes.
no,
Oh yeah. When
there's
when
a-
you
Italy or somewhere. He's like, "What's the matter with you? It's my arm. Give me the jab in the arm." Huh?
It's a comic relief over here.
could you picture that nurse's face when she went to, if she would have actually went to put that needle in that wooden arm and the needle bends? What the hell?
Like, look at
That's
these
so funny.
big needles. Where do you get these things from? Come on. I come in and get my shot.
What was he thinking? That how the hell was he gonna get that needle in that arm? They would have known right there. You
Was
know,
it wood? Maybe it's like some kind of like liquidy kind of arm thing. Like
Oh, was it?
I don't
thought
know.
it was like a mannequin arm.
I don't know. I'm not a very expert on fake arms, but like maybe it was though. You know, like it was more believable, but it had like no blood in it. Maybe I don't know what they were thinking. Right?
Yeah.
You're like, damn it, I lost my arm.
That's a good idea. That was a good try, though. I mean, you got to give him his props.
Right? Yeah, it's pretty slick.
At least he tried. You know, he
Right.
tried something,
Well, it was pretty handy. You know,
and he tried something that would get out. You know, because it's laughable, but it got out, and then it. I think that maybe some people probably questioned at that moment, why would he do that?
Mm-hmm.
Is there something wrong with these giggles that he's trying to use a fake arm? Maybe that woke some people up.
Well, either way, you have to hand it to him. Get it? Hand. But I heard he's all right now.
Yeah. Oh, we lost Zenwin.
Damn it. Why is it always the good ones? No.
Feel appreciated. Thanks, Peanut. Anyway.
You have to avenge her, Chris.
Well, thanks for
Avenge.
coming on, Zenwin. If you don't come back. And hello, Voynich.
Hey, Voynich.
Voynich.
Hi.
You called him Voynich.
Is it Voynich?
It's Voynich.
Voynich? Oh, I thought it was Voynich.
Voynich.
Hi, Voynich. Hi, Brenda. Brenda,
You,
get us to say hi to you.
he'll tell you you can call him whatever you want. Hey, he did. I think. Voynich, why do you not do any more lives? Or do I just not get? Did he do a live today?
Yeah, not today. Like 2 days ago, I think.
I am not getting notifications for him.
I know,
I
me
used to watch him all the time.
He comes on a day though. Usually when I'm at work.
Oh, I'm probably sleeping. I up all night, sleep half of the day.
My thing is with this jab thing, why now? We've had vaccines so long that weren't pushed and forced, and people got them or they didn't get them. Why this one? Right?
Yeah.
That's what's
Yeah, good question, Chris.
why.
All right, thanks, Zen. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Have a good night.
Good night.
Take care of them kids.
Yeah, take care of them kids. Get some mouths to feed there.
Better pop them out.
We're coming back in with some fake kids or something, like the cardboard ones or something. Like, yes, we are Zenwin's kids. Right.
All right. As soon as you lay the kids down, you're gonna come back. Okay. She says, "Be back in a bit." Okay. Make them a peanut butter jelly sandwich and give them half a glass of milk, and say good night.
That's murder. Peanut butter jelly.
Voynich is streaming, Patrick. Maybe you don't have his new channel. No, I do have his new channel, though. I got it the last time we were talking about this. They're not sending me his notifications.
And on that note, I will bid you all a fond hasta lasagna.
Oh, come on, Peanut. Jeez. You're just a pussy. You got to weak out and run away.
I am.
When the topic gets hard, you're running.
Right. You got me pegged, Patrick.
No, thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Bye, Chris. Bye, Patrick. Bye, Jeff.
Adios, amigos. You're cutting out, Chris.
Bye, Peanut. Wow, you went the P word and not Peanut either.
All right, so it's down to Chris and Trev. Sharky said he was going to come in a little later. He texted me, so I don't know what a little later is, but we've been on for an hour and a half. Man, we've gone 24 minutes over because I'm going to start doing just hour shows. So after an hour, I'm cutting it. I don't care what we're talking about.
Wow.
You think I could do an hour show?
No, you can't.
No.
You know you can't. We lucky
No.
3 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's always got to be at least 3 hours long.
Yeah. At least.
Oh boy. So do you want to stay on topic or do we want to talk about what Trev's up to?
Let's talk about what Trev's up to. What are you up to, Trev?
I'm just eating right now.
Is your tummy full?
Is my tummy full? Yeah, it probably is. I keep eating though. I don't know
What did you have?
Just some chicken.
Was it fried chicken or baked?
Huh?
Fried chicken or baked?
It was like grilled.
There you go. That's good.
Yeah.
Good for you too.
I
Did
mean,
you
it was
make it?
like, no, that would be cool, but I didn't.
He's like, that would be cool. If I did it.
Yeah.
Don't you know how to cook, Trav?
Yeah, I could probably put it down. Yep. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
What'd you have for dinner, Patrick?
I didn't have anything yet. I'm gonna eat when I get done
Okay.
here. But I am going to have probably some chicken noodle soup.
Not canned, right?
Yeah, it's canned.
Uh,
It's
Put it on
actually
the screen.
Campbell's.
okay.
Yeah. It's too late to take any meat out of the freezer. But I should take it out for tomorrow. So I think tomorrow I'm gonna make some spaghetti.
Nice.
Yes, all I gotta do is go to the store and buy some garlic bread, and I gotta get some spaghetti sauce. I got a hankering for either spaghetti or barbecue sandwiches. Mm-mm.
Barbecue sandwiches, not bad.
Barbecues, yeah. I'm really hungry now.
Right?
Fault. It's Chris' fault.
And I chose to do the stream tonight in the office instead of in the living room. If I was in the living room, I could manage doing this and cooking at the same time. But enough about. Oh yeah, I wanted to also say, did you hear, Chris, that my brother called me yesterday, and he one of our cousins from my mom's side of the family got a hold of him.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we don't know anything about our mom's side of the family our whole lives.
Oh.
He knows a little bit more than I do. I don't know anything. I don't know any part of that family at all on my mom's side, because my dad took me to Wisconsin. My mom passed away when I was like 12 or 13, and so I never even knew my mother. So when she got a, and how she found my brother was they did, her son I think did a genealogy thing,
Okay.
and he came up on on the genealogy, so they called him, and then they started talking and found out that we're all related. So he called me and told me that, hey, some cousins from mom's side got a hold of him. So today I spent 4 hours talking to one of my cousins, and she was sending me all kinds of photos of my mom and of all these people that I didn't know at all, but I look a lot alike. I'm like, holy shit, the genes on that side is like, wow, I look a lot like all the guys on that side of the family and stuff. Even my own mom, I look identical to. And it's just like the hairdo is like she's got longer hair. If you took her hair off her head, it would look like me when I was young. Um, but then I found out that I have a half brother and a half sister, and my half brother that my mom had after she had me, and my brother, he lives in Houston, Texas, But my half sister died in a car accident at 14.
Oh,
So that was a little hard to hear. Even though I didn't know her, I felt like I lost. I felt the loss. You know,
well, yeah, if you lost an opportunity.
yeah. And so sh- uh, that my half brother and half sister are Mexicans, so it's like I didn't think I didn't think he would look anything like me if he's Mexican. But I seen a photo of him, and he looks just like me. I seen a wedding photo of him. I think it was like 10 years ago or so, and and uh, and then the photo of there's a photo of me about around that same time, and we look identical. It, he's a little darker, obviously, but he looks, and he's not even that dark. It's it was cool to find out we have all these relatives. I can't wait to meet my half brother in Houston. That would be
Sounds cool.
awesome.
Yeah,
I
Houston is cool.
should grab one of my cousins that knows him. She's went down to visit him a few times. Um, Grab her, go down to Houston and surprise him. That would be pretty cool. Hey, Crystal, welcome. So yeah, I've been busy all day today with sending photos back and forth with my cousins and talking to her on the phone and stuff. Listening to all the stories about my mother.
How's Jim doing?
He's doing good. He actually went over there today to visit one of our cousins. Uh, um, we found out that she only lives like 20 minutes from him.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this whole time they were pretty much close to close to each other, probably even closer at sometimes. Sometimes they were probably right on top. They were probably like ran into each other. I wouldn't be surprised if they ran into each other.
Right.
But yeah, so they're still in Illinois. They've been in Illinois this whole time. Well, no, they actually went to. I guess my mom is from. I think they said my mom is originally from Missouri. Um, I'm trying to think. Uh, hmm,
Hmm.
uh, Trying to think what if it was my great if it was my great grandpa or my grandpa. They said was a Mason, and I'm like, oh my god, that's not good.
Part of the Freemasons.
Yeah. Um, and then I got to see photos of my great grandma, and found out that my if it, I don't know, I don't remember if my great grandma or great grandpa was I think they said Sioux and Cherokee, and and there's Irish in them. Yeah, I didn't know we had that much Indian in us. I don't want to get the genealogy done. My brother, I think it was my brother that asked me to, uh, or he was thinking about getting the genealogy thing done, but I don't want it done because I don't want them having my blood, you know.
Yeah, I had the option of getting my genealogy done. I didn't. I just didn't feel like because once they have that, the genealogy. First of all, I'm not worried about. The government has it because you take blood, right? You do blood tests, but
The government what?
the government has it because you've taken a blood test, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they have it recorded.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I suppose, yeah.
But I don't want some company has no business having because they put the results on. Like if you go through Ancestry, they put the results on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, no. Yeah, but they don't put your blood type and stuff on there, do they?
I don't know if they put your blood type and stuff. I just know the results go online. So I don't know exactly. I never did it, so I can't tell you exactly what goes online. But I have family members who have done it,
Mm.
and they can see each other's like I guess results or whatever, which is ancestry results, which is weird. Like,
Hmm.
I see Crystal in the chat.
hey,
Hi.
Sharky, where are you?
Sparky.
The calm dog.
Sharky.
Where you at, Reese?
He's probably listening.
But
Come talk to us, Sharky.
You ready?
So, do you guys kind of getting off the subject here, but
yeah,
do you guys like during the summer does your town get like a fair, carnival fair?
does I
Well,
don't
and
Huh?
not really, but I kind of like grew up during the summertime on the shore,
Hmm.
so I used to work at like the French fry stand when I was a teenager.
Because we our town still has like a carnival, a fair,
Okay,
but when COVID first hit, they even canceled that. Um, but this last summer they ended up having it. So I wonder, you know, slowly but surely they're taking the fun stuff away. You know, like stuff that it would bring people together. You know, like the beer stands at the carnival. You're gonna huddle in there and you're gonna talk to everybody. You know, and they don't want that. They don't want you in bars. They don't want wherever you can communicate with each other. They don't want that anymore.
well I know where I don't know where you're at particularly, but I know some places in Wisconsin they have the derbies, which I've never seen before coming from a city. That is some wild shit. That is wild. Like,
Hold on, what did you say? Hold on, let me get my other earpiece in because you're talking really low. Sorry.
I didn't hear
Okay,
you.
go ahead.
okay, I said that um, Wisconsin has the derbies,
Hmm.
right? Do you have the derbies by you?
Hmm. Yeah.
That's some wild stuff, man. I've never seen anything like that before in my life.
Really?
No, because we don't have
Hmm.
them. And Trev, being from New York, you probably don't have them up there either. Um, but being from
Nope.
the city, we don't have derbies. So I never saw one until I lived up there. And I said, that's some wild crap. Like, they really demolished their cars. Like, seriously demolished their cars.
Yeah, I've grown up around that. You know, did you go to the tractor pulls too?
I think it was like both together.
Mm,
Like, they did a derby and a tractor pull. It was just really like to see people that they painted their car, they worked on their car because it runs,
mm.
and they just purposefully.
Put a number on it and put it out in the derby.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's just like, wow.
When you probably have gone to Kobe Cheese Days, have you eaten the cheese curds?
Love me some cheese curds.
Mm,
I get
yeah.
them shipped down from Wisconsin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's Wisconsin Cheeseman, which is like a company.
Yeah, I order from them too.
Yeah, they have the cheese curds. They're really good.
Hmm. Yeah, I actually sent out Christmas presents
From them.
from them. Yeah.
You guys also have Smokey's Burgers. What's it? I think it's Smokey's Burgers. They have really good, really good. I never tried their cheese, but their meats are very good.
Mm. Never had them.
I liked it.
What are you saying, Trev?
I liked it when I passed through. I was only there for a second, literally.
And cheese curds have to be squeaky, or they're just not cheese curds.
I can't eat them. I can't eat them when they're warm. You know, like when they've been sitting out for a while, and then when you bite into them, they squeak.
You don't like them like?
That's like taking your nails and going down the chalkboard to me. I'm just like, ah. I hate that squeaky. Crystal asked, Patrick still would like to know your thoughts and knowledge on radiation, please. Radiation from where? From I don't know what was I talking about radiation. But as long as we're on the subject.
I mean, you're probably talking about me holding this phone up to my face.
If you take the them earbuds, the wireless earbuds, and put them in your ears, you are getting a high fucking dose of radiation right there in your fucking head. I put them earbuds up to a radiation thing, and it was like going off the charts. I mean, it was in the high hundreds or thousands, actually.
Yeah, like the wireless ones.
Yeah. Radiation from 5G. I don't know. I think that we're getting radiated a little bit. Actually, if you take a radiation thing, you can download it on your phone, and you can hold it in whatever room you want, and it'll tell you the radiation that you're getting.
But they also said that about the microwave when the microwaves came out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
and I think the microwave. I think it's true. I think the microwave's fucking. If you stand in front of them all the time, I think it'll eventually get to you.
I think the amount that you get though is not
not enough to hurt you.
Yeah, not enough to hurt you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I don't think it's enough to hurt you. Like,
You just gotta look into the frequencies.
yeah, just look into the frequencies. And I think, doesn't radiation not leave permanent deposits on you?
I don't know.
Or does radiation leave permanent deposits on you? That I don't know. I'd have to look into. But are you there?
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Because it doesn't make sense if people with cancer, they have to get radiation a lot. Just, you know what I mean?
Mm.
Like throughout. But does it stay with them, or does it? Because if the potency of it stayed with them, they wouldn't have to keep getting radiation. That would be my thought on it.
right.
I don't know.
There's
And
always
yeah,
something.
Crystal, you're more than welcome to come up on the panel and explain. And Crunchy Rap said, "How would an app measure radiation?" I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's accurate or
I
what.
heard of that. I don't know about it either.
But you can get radiation testers at like Lowe's or Home Depot, just
How
like
Yeah.
you can get.
how does an app find ghosts? Hmm. Bu-
I
Right?
don't know.
Zen said she doesn't usually trust any of it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah, you're right on. Hey, anything I tell you guys to do in here,
Yeah.
I I don't know what the fuck whether it works or not. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's just my opinion. It's just a toy, but it really does find ghosts. Really does. Did you hear that?
You convinced me.
It goes off. It even talks. It'll talk to you. So talk to it back. Ask it questions. Don't do that. I don't do that. No, I'm just fucking around.
I do that. I
Do you?
Yeah.
I
Like,
won't mess with that shit. That's like messing with a Ouija board, I think.
well, I don't use equipment to do it.
You know what?
I don't use equipment to do it. It just they come. If I see it, I'm like, "What's going on? What's up?"
Yeah, right. You download the app and it'll say like a word here. I have a friend that does it all the time. And she'll be in the vehicle and it'll say something. I'll be like, oh, God. You know, I think it just says it hears you talk at some point or another, and it just says something, off the wall shit. Um, but I don't know. Who knows?
Who knows?
Hey, Crystal.
Hey, Patrick. Hi, Chris and Trev. How everybody in chat? How is everyone?
Hi, Crystal. I'm alright. I don't know.
Good. How are you?
Good.
I'm okay. Why is Patrick buffering?
Oh no.
You're not
He's eating.
buffering. I can see you.
Am I okay?
Yeah, you're fine.
Crystal. Hold on.
Maybe.
Okay, Crystal. Do you want to
Yes.
explain? No.
Yes, and you'll have to bear with me if I have any phone trouble. When there's 4 or 5 people on a panel, my phone doesn't do the greatest, so
Okay. You sound good.
okay. Okay. Well, you know, the entire time of this plandemic, I mean, you know, people have been getting ill with something, and you know, I've seen it. I mean, even in my own family.
Mhm.
So, you know, I know that this challenges some people's belief systems because they want to. It's an either or situation with them. It's you know, black or white. There is no middle ground. There is no, you know, they just want to totally deny there's any kind of illness, but there is. You know, I saw it in my own family, and then I became ill myself. So that's why I don't sound the greatest, because September 17th I started getting ill, and I'll try to make this not very long. What happened, but that was on a Friday night. I couldn't go to work the following Monday. Um, the following Wednesday, I went to ER. First, I went to a minor emergency center, and of course, they wanted to do the swab test, and I would not consent to it, so they refused to treat me. Told me I needed to go to a hospital.
Mm. Wow.
So I went to the hospital. Of course, once again, they wanted to do the swab test, and I told them that I was not going to consent to having it put in beyond the very front of my nose, you know.
Mhm.
So they did it in the front of my nose. And of course, you know what the result was. Um, the
Came
doctor
back.
told me to go home and take vitamin D for 5 days, certain amount of milligrams every day for 5 days. Of course, all I did was get horribly ill, worse, and ended up having to go back to the hospital. So it started on the 17th. I went to the minor emergency center and the ER on like the 22nd. And then I think by the 27th, I had become deathly ill. Let's just put it out there. I couldn't breathe. And I mean, that wasn't the only thing, you know. When I first got this on day 2, my head hurt so bad I could hardly even move. I have had migraines. I've never had a headache like this. It was totally different. Hard to even describe. But on the 27th of September, I was admitted into ICU because it was so bad. My body was in full cytokine storm, immune system way overreactive. So my body was trying to fight whatever it was, you know.
Mm.
I had almost 104-degree temperature.
Mm.
I had a lot of, you know, things going on. Anyway, they put me in ICU, and you know, there's different forms of oxygen. They started me on the regular oxygen, then they bumped me up to a different kind of oxygen, and then eventually they brought in a machine, a portable machine on wheels, and they said, if you can't survive on this, you're probably going to die. And they continually, the whole 3 weeks I was in there, was telling me that I was probably going to die. You know,
They
they
were
didn't
telling
be,
you that?
yes. An infectious disease control doctor came in to my room from the CDC, and he said, well, there's one possibility of something that we can treat you with, but, you know, and I said, well, you know, no one would give me the IVERMECTIN. No one. And then whenever I was admitted to the hospital, they said, you're too far advanced for that. Well, I think it would have helped, but they wouldn't. I can't make them give me something. And I asked for that the first time I went to ER, and they told me, no, we don't give that here. So they said it was too late for that medication. And so they gave me something for rheumatoid arthritis patients that calms the immune system down. It was called baricitinib. And they told me, if within a few days, if you don't get better, then you're probably not going to survive, is what the infectious disease control doctor told me.
Wow.
The nurses were saying it. I had no
They wanted you to
PCP.
put that in your head, didn't they?
Yeah, I had no PCP at that time. I hadn't even had time to pick a PCP because I was new to the insurance. So I was having to see rotation doctors, the doctors at the hospital. So, I was stuck with being in that situation. And those doctors go on rotation. You might see one doctor for 2 or 3 days, and then another doctor comes for a couple of days, and then another one comes. It was just a constant rotation of doctors. And, when I first got there, they wanted to stick me on a ventilator. And I said, no, I will not be put on one of those. They asked first, could they intubate me? And I said, yeah, because I didn't really know that was what they meant. And they said, so we can put you on a ventilator? And I said, no, absolutely not. Because I already knew,
Right.
And so I think that me saying that made them have this attitude, so to speak, towards me of, well, you won't let us do that, so you're probably going to die,
Yeah, right.
But yeah, even though they were continually saying that to me, I never, I had a knowingness in me where I knew I wasn't going to die, even though my body was, you know what I'm saying? Somehow I knew I was going to get through it. Even, my oxygen level was, well, even whenever I was released from the hospital, my oxygen level was down in the 60s. To the point of when it reaches a certain time of that level, then you could easily not survive, But yeah, so they gave me steroids, constant steroids. I was being stabbed in the stomach constantly. They would just overhand stab me with this applicator of the anticoagulant. They give that to you in the stomach. I looked like a pincushion when I got out of there. I looked like I'd been beaten, But yeah, it's been a very long road. I still have not been released to go back to the doctor.
Sorry you went through all that.
Yeah, it's my employer restructured me out of my job. They restructured it to different job duties that I couldn't qualify for, So I've had to do a lot of things, unfortunately, apply for assistance.
You obviously didn't get the jab, right?
No. And I wouldn't,
So are you thinking that you got radiated?
Well, this is the thing.
Did you lose your smell and your taste and smell?
No.
Okay.
That's the thing, is I never lost my sense of taste or smell. Even though I had a high fever, I never stopped eating. I did get ill a few times, threw up. But here's the thing, though, is after I got out of the hospital, that was on October 16th when I was released. So I was in the hospital from September 27th until October 16th. And then
Wow.
about a month after I got out of the hospital, my hair started falling out.
Holy shit.
And, you're talking about someone who has hair almost to their knees. I mean, I'm not a tall person, but
Wow.
5'3", and my hair was, I had just cut 6 inches off of it a few months before that. So, about 90% of my hair fell out. So I just ended up cutting the rest of it off. And, it started growing out again. But, I know, like I said, this challenges some people's belief systems because they want to think it's just nothing. I've heard people say, "Oh, it was just pneumonia." I've had pneumonia before. It wasn't like this. My hair didn't fall out. I have some residual things going on, like real bad joint pains. Sometimes I feel like I'm just being stabbed in different parts of my body. I'll just get a sudden sharp pain. I'm having
Do
a
you
lot of different things go on.
do you think if you
So,
would have gotten do you think if you would have gotten the jab that would have finished you off pretty much? It would have took your fight away?
I don't know. I don't take those. I've never had a flu shot in my life, so
No,
you know.
I'm just I'm not saying that you would take it or anything. I'm just saying uh, hypothetically. Uh,
If I had
do you
taken it before I got sick, do you mean?
yeah before you got sick? Do you think that the jab would have completely messed up your immune system, that it wouldn't have had a chance to fight?
Yeah,
Like you.
I don't know. I don't trust the jab, any of them, any
Mhm.
company's so-called, jab. Um, I mean, we've all seen what is probably in them, but here is my thing is I feel like I've more like been irradiated than, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I
Right.
Well,
mean, I feel like I've had chemotherapy or something. I mean, my brother had chemotherapy and he got ill, with what was labeled as, the C word. Uh,
Mhm.
but, where I worked, everyone around me had had the jab except for one person.
when
Mhm.
you when you went into the hospital, did they diagnose you with COVID at that point?
Yeah, I was diagnosed with that in the ER room when he told me to go home and take vitamin D. And on
Mhm.
some of my papers, it doesn't just say, you know, uh, the C word. It says SARS
Oh wow.
CoV 2.
Wow.
So, the doctor that I am seeing, he said that I have the long C word. That's
Coronavirus.
the new name. That's the new name for it. The long COVID.
Yeah,
That's what they're calling it.
that's been around since 2020. They've been saying that
Yeah.
the effects of COVID can last for a long time.
Yeah. Well, my brother had it over a year ago and he still has problems. So, people are going on Social Security disability from this. you know.
Mhm.
But my point to say is, what virus makes your hair fall out?
Right.
What pneumonia
Yeah.
makes your hair fall out? None
So
of
did
them.
anybody around you get sick?
The one coworker that I had when I was at that place, who was like me, a no jab person, he was actually sick. Okay. He got sick. And then
Did
I
any
got sick after. And now his desk was close to mine, but, um, you know,
anybody else in your house get sick?
no, I live alone. So, but,
Oh, okay.
people there who had had the jab where I worked were getting it. You
Mm.
see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, I am one of those people that has the negative RH factors. So I don't really know if that has any bearing on it, but
Mm.
That, that's been a, a theory starting in about 2019. The RH factor, negative RH factor, and that it affects them in a different way than positive RH factor.
yeah, I can't understand everything you said, Chris. Could you say it again? Because my phone is like cutting out a little.
I said the negative RH factor with COVID has been like a theory that's been around since 2019, and that people that have a negative RH factor or react differently to COVID and even the vaccine.
Yeah, well, I had never heard that before. I just was saying I do have that, but you know, my thought is this. I mean, I can't understand how this could be a virus. What I'm going through. My
Yeah.
my what comes to my mind is radiation of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not denying, I don't know. I mean, I do know that people are getting ill. I mean, I was in a part of the hospital where that's the only thing that section of the hospital was for. Now, of course, I was pretty much chained to a bed until my last day or two because you're on an oxygen hose that only allows you to get about 6 feet away from your bed. So you can't go look out a door or anything. I was pretty much trapped there, you know. So that was not a lot of fun. But
I was supposed to
you know, I'm sorry, go
Zen
ahead.
Zenwin asked me to ask you if you have looked up the symptoms of radiation poisoning.
Yeah, they
I've
matched
looked
what
them
I
up too.
have and they match the C word. They're exactly the
Mm.
same.
Yeah, yeah. Plus, it also has in the radiation poisoning that you lose your taste and smell. You could lose your taste and smell.
Yeah, I did not on that. I never have. I still have it now. I've never lost that. So I know a lot of people say they have, but I haven't. So
and I know I did. I lost my
did
taste
you?
and smell, but I'm not sure if I had COVID because I've never been tested. So I don't know
Yeah.
if it was just a flu or if it was COVID. But I had it for 2 damn weeks, so um,
Well, is the test even authentic?
I don't think
I
so.
mean, it's my understanding is it just gets exosomes and your DNA. So
Well, they've never um, they've never cornered or whatever you call it. They've
Right.
never got
Never
the
isolated it. Right.
isolated the virus to be able to make a test. Yeah, I've heard a video of the guy who invented this test they're using, and he said he never invented it to be used to be tested for COVID.
Yeah, I've seen that too. And I actually found a two-ish hour long video of him on archive.org where he was talking about another subject, but it was quite
Voynich
interesting.
said, "Stop saying you had it." Who are you talking to? Me or Crystal or who?
You stop it. Stop it. Now stop.
I didn't say I had. If you're talking to me, I didn't say I had it. I don't know if I had it. I never had the test done.
Yeah.
Voynich says the virus does not break out or grow or travel. Period.
Yeah. Well, this is why I tell people that my illness was labeled as that. I don't know that, I'm thinking, like I said, more along the lines of radiation. I mean, my lungs feel like they're burnt, you know? And even
Well,
now, it's been almost 4 months. I still have oxygen equipment in my house. I've tried to not use it because I want my lungs to try to kick back in the rest of the way. And, but unfortunately, having this illness happen, whatever it was, has totally changed everything in my life. Lost my job, having to apply for all kinds of assistance, which I've never had to do in my life. Never been in this position. So, I'm just having to try to work through things as best I can. But my only thing I wanted to say was that I feel like it could be radiation,
Well, it's a very good possibility. Um, I mean, before COVID even came out, I heard of different weapons that they can use to uh, radiate people, and not only that, um, before all this happened, I've seen videos of 5G is supposed to be some sort of weapon that's used against us, but I don't know if it's that strong to do it really, because I get 5G on my phone and my phone runs like shit. So I don't know. I don't know if it, you know, if it's actually like a cell tower to use as a phone, or are they mostly using it as just to radiate people? It's like they turn
Well,
5G on. You're not going to get a very good cell signal because that's not what they put it up for. They put it up to radiate your asses.
I do have a document that is a study that was done by a man in India, and it pretty much explains all of that. It's very informative. If you want to give me your email address, I'll send you a copy of that document, because it even has little pictures showing how it would affect someone, like the pattern that the beam would come out from the equipment, like the tower. There were studies, like one lady who, after being irradiated a year, she ended up with cancer. And the thing was pointed.
You don't have to spell it out. You can say it on here. Cancer.
Yeah, I worry that I'm gonna get somebody's channel tagged.
Yeah,
but
don't worry
anyway,
about
I read through that
the only
document.
one that we really worry about that the algorithm will pick up that I know of
Giggly.
is the V word. So whatever you want to use to, uh, replace that, like jab or giggles or whatever you want to use. But
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Um,
anything else, you can just say whatever you want to say. Hey, JW.
okay.
But go ahead. Go ahead, Crystal.
It's just a habit of mine to not say certain words on a
No,
panel, on
no
anybody's
problem.
panel,
What do you want to do? It don't matter.
But anyway, I can see how it would affect people, and the conclusion of this person on this document, the conclusion of the solution, their solution was that it should not be at that level, that it should be at a reduced level. But no one is going to do it at a reduced power level. They only
I
have 5G, and that's going to be it, and it doesn't matter about the human factor.
I did put my email address in the chat. I can do it again if you want me to. Did you
Yeah, I
see it?
can't see the chat where I'm at on my phone. I
Oh,
can't. If I switch to the chat, that's when my phone gets even worse. So
oh,
I can't
okay.
look at it right now. But I can go in after I get off the panel and try to see it.
Yeah, or when you get off the panel, you go in the chat. I'll put it in again for you.
Okay,
So
yeah, that
that's no
sounds
problem.
fine. I told Algo that I had that document. He said he already knew or whatever. But I like this document because it's a PDF and people can share it. People can see it, they can read it and understand how that works.
Hmm.
Well, Crystal, just to let you know, I'll have to figure out a way to get it to you, but there is a, if you like PDF file, the document.
You're cutting out, Chris.
I don't know why tonight. It's
Yeah, I
weird.
can't understand you, Chris. I'm sorry.
John Hopkins University put out a thing on SARS-CoV-2 in 2017. So they have
Mm-hmm.
how it was planned, um, the effects of it, and everything.
Yeah. Well, I like this one because it's from somebody that's more independent of the people who are involved in the bullshit. I don't trust John Hopkins. I mean,
Yeah.
not to discount their document, but they're part of the problem. So,
Well, I
you
think it's
know,
interesting. It came out in 2017.
So
yeah.
many things interesting about this situation.
Yeah.
I think that this has been planned. All of these things have been planned for a long, long time. Now,
Yeah.
I can't not remember the agreement, and I wish I could, but in the 90s, every country on this earth plane agreed to this, except for like one or two countries would not buy into it. And I
Could
cannot
Sweden
remember what,
be one of them?
I don't know, because I saw this early on in the pandemic, this 90s agreement that all the nations did together. And I know I kept something on it, but I have so much research because I research all the time. I have so many documents, I have so much information, and my phone is just overloaded, which is
Yeah, you
why
can send.
I can't put
Yeah,
that little app you're talking about that measures the radiation because I don't have any room left on my phone.
yeah, and I honestly don't know if it works correctly
Um,
or
well,
not,
I know
but
someone who uses it, and they
okay.
do say that they find out problems that way by using the app like what you're talking about.
Okay.
So I think
Yeah,
it
I
does
mean,
work.
I've used it and I thought it worked pretty good, but I didn't actually put it up to a real radiation thing, like a real one. So I don't know.
Hmm.
But
Yeah, this person watches that all the time, and they said that there's you can put an alarm on it where if it reaches a certain level, that alarm will go off and notify you. You know, and they're in Canada, so what they've noticed is they've noticed that it'll go up and reach a certain point. You know, not that it's going to stop it, but it goes up and down, up and down, up and down, like a lily wave. So the human can never adapt to that because it's up and then it's down and then it's up. You see what I'm saying? So
right,
we
right.
can't, our bodies cannot adapt to that. But, you know, I'm just here to tell people there is something going on. People are getting ill. The question is, what exactly is it? You
Right.
know, I'm living proof that there's definitely something serious happening.
I honestly
But what is
believe
it?
that I believe I think it just may be the 5G, honestly, but you the people that are going to actually die from this probably are the ones that keep getting the jab. You know, not just one. You've got to keep getting them, and the more you get them, the more it brings your immune system down. And then you're
Right.
wearing the mask on top of it. That's you're suffocating yourself on top of it, and then you get hit with these radio waves that a normal person would get sick like you did and be able to fight it off. But the person that has the wearing the mask, getting all them jabs in the arm, they ain't got an immune system left to even try to fight that.
Right. Well, the last I heard, their plan is that people have to get one every 2 months. That would be 6 per year. And it would be for the rest of your life and never end. Now
Fuck.
that's just crazy.
Yeah. That's what they're actually saying. They're saying that.
Yes.
Holy
Yes.
shit.
That's the plan. One of the many plans. I did also find a document the other day which was quite disturbing, quite shocking. You know, I know a lot of information, but I never saw a lot of that information in one document. And I can send you that one too, but it's pretty disturbing to see it in writing, you know.
Yeah. Hey, welcome,
Um,
Voynich.
Hi, Patrick. Hi, Crystal.
hey, boy, how are you?
Hi. Okay, so I'm sad to hear your story, Crystal. That's
Oh,
something.
I didn't know you knew it. I mean, I've shared it with a few people, not real far and wide, but you
No,
know,
I've been missing you online, but I had no idea that this was behind it.
oh yes. I mean, you know, being in a hospital bed, like unable to function, um, you know, I could barely even walk 10 feet after I got out, lost all the muscles in my body. I'm literally having to rebuild myself, you know, basically. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I was very sick. Um, I didn't go on too much YouTube or anything while I was in the hospital. They were coming in my room 24/7. They never stopped. It was like a revolving door into my room because, you know, they give you steroids. What that does is it raises your blood sugar. Therefore, they're coming in there checking your blood sugar 3, 4 times a day. They're also giving you insulin shots. I mean, you know, they have a wireless monitor hooked up to you. You know, you've got pads all over your front side, and
Yeah.
if anything changes, they come running in your room, you know. Plus, they were coming in the room constantly anyway, you know, for this and that and the other. And I mean, it was just, I was literally, because they fill you up with so many steroids, you can't sleep.
Yeah.
It makes you where you cannot sleep. Now, you're not miserable in that regard, except that you're just laying there all night awake, you know, while everybody
Yeah.
else is sleeping. So that was the bad
So
thing about that, you know,
for how
they
long
were
were you
trying
there?
to
For like
calm my
for like
body
2 months?
down.
How long were you there? For like
Hmm?
4, 8 weeks?
I was in the hospital for about 3 weeks, almost 3 weeks
Wow, that's
exactly.
yeah. Yeah.
It was
It sounds
very,
like torture.
very,
Almost.
believe me, it was.
Yeah, it
Because then
sounds
you
like
have to satisfy the hospital enough to get out.
Right?
sounds like a prison hospital. You know, like
It
a
wasn't
prisoner.
much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a nurse Ratchet. She was awful. She was absolutely awful. The rest of them were all super wonderful and nice and helpful. I just had one that was rather unpleasant, and then one other one that was really rude to me. But um, yeah, I was glad to get out and glad to come home. You
Yeah, I
know,
can imagine.
Oh man. This. And what state did you say you're from? That you
I'm
Zenlin?
in Oklahoma.
Or I mean, I'm sorry, not Zenlin. You're in Oklahoma. Um,
Yes.
wow. You just don't think you would ever hear about that in the United States. Having trouble getting good medical help and them treating you like shit because you don't want to follow the sheep and get, you know, certain things done. It's like you
I'm
don't.
not amazed. I'm not amazed anymore. I mean, some of you people still want to use logic or expectations, but
Yeah.
you guys really, I mean, let it go. I mean, has it ever worked in the last 2 years? Using logic, using common sense, I mean, expectations,
Yeah.
deals, deals,
No, it's
deals
just hard. It's just hard to let it
to
go.
let go. I know. I'm not I don't know how to do it, but you got to stop expecting common sense. You got to stop expecting normalcy from people. It's just a full-on war with idiots. That's what we're in. We're in a
Yeah.
full-on war with idiots and nefarious people, and they don't make sense. That's why they are idiots, and that's why they are nefarious. So, they only want to make sense in the first 3 words they say, and the rest is just anything goes. They will say, "No, it works," but the first 3 words make sense, and then anything goes. This is actually a rule for these people. No, it works, unless it doesn't work. Then you might die, and it just nothing
Yeah.
makes sense anymore.
I
It's
can't.
just full on
That
war.
that's fucking. I can't believe that they were saying that to you so many times like that. It's like,
Yeah,
who the hell
it
said
was,
that?
I
Yeah,
I was starting to get very angry about that because, you know, you're already in a bad position, and, you know, the nurses are saying it, the regular rotation doctors are saying it, the infectious disease control doctor from the CDC
I've
comes in there
never
and
heard of
tells me
that in
that.
my life. Hey, we're here to
Yeah,
no,
help you,
here's,
but you're gonna die.
I couldn't imagine myself
yeah,
lying in the bed there and some doctor coming into the room and saying, "Don't tell me. You're going to say that I'm going to die too, right?" And I just, eh, if a doctor would come in, yeah, I know I'm going to die, but you know what? You're going to die too.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I'm sorry, man. No,
well,
it's horrible when they when they treat you like that. It
Boy,
is.
but boy, I'm going to tell you what I told Patrick and the rest of them. I had a knowingness in me that I wasn't going to die then. I just
Yeah.
somehow knew that, and I wasn't listening to them. All they were doing was pissing me off,
Yeah.
I mean, I was starting to get, like I said, it was starting to make me mad because, I mean, why would you go in somebody's hospital room and say that?
Yeah.
And like the CDC doctor saying, um, if you don't respond to this medicine within a few days, then you're probably not going to make it. I'm like, whatever,
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Well, I
just
think
don't
that's
think you're
just the right
right.
attitude.
I know you're not right. I know you guys are full
So
of shit, and I don't buy into your shit.
after the oxygen, did they put you on something like a CPAP machine?
No, I had to
Would be a
take
beep.
oxygen with me.
What,
It would be a
Chris? What were
beep.
you?
I still have oxygen equipment in my house that I the doctor hasn't released me off of it yet. So I have a concentrator that plugs into the wall, and then I have oxygen tanks that are portable on a roll around thing. But like I said, I've not been using it because I'm trying to get my lungs to kick back in the rest of the way. I've come so far, but
Yeah.
my brother, he thinks that it's going to be permanent damage because when he got ill, it was December of 2020, and here we are in January of 2022, and he's still having trouble. So I don't know, you know, I don't want to just say, oh, I'm just like permanently damaged. I don't want to have that mindset. I want to have the mindset that I'm just going to keep getting better.
Yeah.
I like the black background. Sorry.
I think we need a peaceful walk through the woods. That'll make you feel better, huh, Crystal?
A little stroll.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a
Oh,
lot of things I want to do. Because of the situation I'm in, I cannot tell you how much I'm having to do just to try to survive financially in every other way. I had to apply for, the company that I was working for. I was on short-term disability. Now I've had to apply for long-term disability. I'm having to do all this stuff just to try to cover myself, financially. So it's almost an everyday thing, and they screw everything up, and I have to try to fix stuff. It's just kind of like, my friend said, she said she would have done been screaming at everybody by now, but I'm like, well, that's not going to do me any good to get mad. I just have to try to fix this stuff.
Yeah.
mhm. Yeah, I feel for you.
But in any case, I just wanted to share this information because I hear people saying that nothing exists. There is no illness. I hear people saying, oh, it's just regular pneumonia. No, this is not regular pneumonia, and this to
No,
me is not.
I hear what you're saying, Crystal, and to be honest, I've heard many people, going sick, in the last year and also in the year before, or dying, and people
Mm,
that didn't take anything. That I mean, it happens, yeah, especially in our community. Like, huh? Come on, we're all quite healthy people, and suddenly
mhm.
everybody draws ill. I don't know what it is. It's yeah. I'm
Yeah, my
certainly not denying.
cousin's my cousin's husband is dead. Um, they're in Texas, and a blood clot is what caused him to have a pulmonary embolism.
and he had the
Now, uh,
he had the jab.
I'm kind of thinking yes, because my cousin, she also has had a battle with cancer. She had just finished chemotherapy. Whenever I had talked to her in August, um, it's kind of hard to explain. And prior to that, she became so concerned about her health. She wouldn't let anybody in her house. She wouldn't even let my aunt, her mother, in her house. She would
Wow.
make my aunt sit in the driveway in her car and talk to her. She would be at her front door and my aunt would be in the driveway in her car. Now, this cousin ended up with what's labeled as the C word, and that was 5 months ago, and she still has trouble. Now, once again, she's had chemo like my brother, and then got the C word after that, you know. So, but I'm pretty sure it's possible she could have got the jab. And if she did, then he did as well. But I only know what she told me, and that was the blood clot, pulmonary embolism. 1 minute he was walking, the next minute he was not, and nothing could help him. The EMS people came. They did like 3 or 4 different things to try to resuscitate him, and he remained unresponsive and never breathed again. So that
Wow.
was on August 22nd of this year that he died. So
Yeah, I'm also
um
wondering if the people who passed away in the community, I wonder if they ended up getting the jab or not. I know some of them were against it, but who knows?
mhm.
Maybe they, got it and they just didn't want to tell anybody.
Yeah,
Um,
it is possible, you know. I think everyone in my family has had it, the jab, you know. I know one of my brothers has had one jab. He said he wasn't sure if he was going to take any more. The other brother has had 2 jabs and will probably take the booster as well, because, you know, he believes in it. Um, you know, so yeah, most of my family have taken that jab. I'm one of the very few who hasn't, you know.
mhm. Here, Chris, can you take over for a second? Run and get something real quick. And somebody grab that bot that just got in there. Chris,
I saw it.
co-host Chris.
I don't know if she's there.
Well, we're listening. I mean, that's some
I don't
crazy stuff.
Is she on the panel still?
Yeah, she's up
Oh,
on the panel. She
okay.
just muted. Well, you guys can handle it yourselves then. I'll be right back. You guys
No
can talk.
worries.
Just keep talking, Crystal. Whatever you want to talk. I mean, finish your story and stuff. I'll be right back. I'll be
Yeah.
listening. I just gotta go grab some.
Okay.
Yo, Pat, when you come back, drop the link too, because Chris was dropped out, I guess. I mean, no, wait, Void dropped out.
That was Voynich
Yeah.
that dropped out. Yeah, I'll put the link in right now.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Chris, are you still on? Trev?
Yeah, well, we're listening. I don't know where she's
Okay.
at, but
Yeah,
that's some
I don't
crazy,
know.
that's some crazy stuff right there.
Do what?
That's definitely crazy. Like what's going on with you in the hospital situation.
Yeah. It wasn't anything I would ever want to relive, that's for sure. You know, when you get in that situation, you're pretty much at their mercy,
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately. And my only thought in my head was to get well enough to be able to be released so that I wasn't in that medical situation there anymore because, well, you know, I mean, I know enough to know that it's I don't have very much faith in the regular medical industry, you know.
Right. Yeah. Can't blame you for that. Nope.
Well, you know, I was in very good health and in very good condition before this happened. So, unfortunately, like I said, it's kind of like having to like rebuild myself back, you know.
Mm, man.
As you can hear, I still have, you know, a lung issue going on and other things, but today's I seem to be coughing a lot, which I had that calmed down, but some days it's better than others, and you know, I guess some days it's gonna be days like this, and then other days might be better, you know.
Yeah. I don't know. But how convenient is that? I'm just thinking like having the symptoms of like the radiation poisoning or whatever being identical,
Right.
to these patients. That's how convenient is that? Like you can't make this up.
No, you can't make this up. And you know, there was one time a year or two ago, I would probably say, well, it was pre-COVID time, so it was a little bit longer. Um, at this one job I had, not the last job I had, but you know, prior to that, uh, I was working from home here, and I was sitting at the table, you know, working on the computer. Don't work at home anymore, from home
Mm,
anymore, but I was working from home. I went and I just picked up my phone off the table, and it was like somebody flipped a switch, and I just started like going over sideways, like a tree falling down.
no, that's crazy.
It was very strange, and then I kind of like snapped to. So I thought that was quite strange. That happened to me, and it also happened to Campbell on autodidactic, except when it happened to him, he was driving and he ended up having a wreck and went off the road and had a wreck.
Mm,
So I thought that was quite strange. Now that did happen. It's been quite a while back, but you know, what can make you just like start blacking out?
yeah, right.
And whenever that happened, I actually did feel it. I felt like something hit me, you know.
I can only imagine.
So that was another weird situation that I thought was not normal.
Normal.
So what are you taking right now to help yourself?
I can't understand you. I'm sorry. What?
What are you taking right now to help yourself? Like, are you taking vitamins, or what are you doing?
I do take vitamins. Patrick, you're gonna laugh at me, but um, actually, the other day I went and got prenatal vitamins because they're like super strength, you know.
Hmm. No, that's a good idea.
Yeah. I was taking like a bottle of this and a bottle of that. And I was like, F that. I'm just going to go get prenatal vitamins because they're super strong and they have a lot in them, you know.
Hmm.
Um, I have other stuff I take, like I also have elderberry.
I like that stuff.
Because I think elderberry is pretty kick-ass.
Well, hey, Chappelle.
But anyway,
Yeah.
the doctor, after I got out, and I'd been out a little while and went for a follow-up, he prescribed to me this steroid inhaler that's like $250 each, you know. Now, fortunately, I had insurance that covered it, you know, so I didn't have to pay anything for it. But
Hmm.
I've used that steroid inhaler. I used it for about a month, but I don't feel like it's all gone out of my lungs. I have a bottle of camphor oil. I feel like breathing in that camphor oil helps me better than anything.
What is it called?
It's camphor, CAMPHOR, camphor oil.
Okay.
You know, Campho-Phenique.
And what do you do with that?
Campho-Phenique you could put like on a bug bite or a scratch or whatever. Well,
Mm.
Campho-Phenique has camphor in it. That's what makes it effective. But camphor oil that I have is 100% oil. There's nothing else in it. All I do is just breathe it in through my nose, inhale it through my nose 3 or 4 times a day. And that makes me feel better than anything I've tried so far, you know, a natural remedy. But in any case, I'm going to go ahead and step down from the panel. I just wanted to share that with you because, like I said, I know this challenges people's belief system because they don't want to believe that there is something other than a normal illness that we've had in our history. But, you know, I've had pneumonia before. This isn't just regular pneumonia, plain pneumonia, typical pneumonia. That was the full diagnosis. Diagnosis to me was um, COVID pneumonia is what they labeled this as, and that other thing that I told you, the SARS-CoV-2,
Mhm.
was also on my documents. So um, this isn't just plain typical pneumonia, you know.
Right.
Never was, never was, ever, you know. But anyway, all right, well, it was good talking to everyone, and I'm sorry, people in the chat. I couldn't see the chat while I was up here, but anyway.
Well, thanks for sharing with us. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. I mean, I've heard you talk about a lot of this stuff, and, you know, I'm fairly new to your channel, you know. I mean,
Hmm.
I was already on Algo's channel, Mike, and, you know, Ken and Rebel. But,
Yeah, maybe we do need to start thinking more of the radiation. I think you're right.
Yeah.
yeah, you know, my cousin told me tonight that, you know, a serious illness can make your hair fall out. And I'm like, well, you know, I've had some times in my life when I should have been dead and my hair never fell out, you know?
Hmm.
So
Right,
I,
right.
I, I just don't buy into that. You know what I'm saying? So, and there was something else I was going to tell you, but thankfully my hair is growing back. But, you know, when you have
Yeah,
hair almost to your knees, it's going to take a long time to get it back there.
yeah. And please do send me info, information about whatever you think is going on. I'm open to hearing about it. So if you got like more info, if you got some information, you said you had tons of information. So if you got information about, I know that they do have a weapon that they have that's a military weapon that radiates people. Um, but I've seen them rate like they can radiate a whole town if they wanted to
Right.
with this weapon. So, yeah, if you got information like that kind of stuff, I'd be really interested in hearing about that.
Yeah. Well, I'll definitely send you the document that the Indian person did, plus the horrible document that I found the other day. I don't know if you know who the Kiwi is, but he calls himself the Kiwi.
No, no.
That's where I got this the horrible document from of what their plan is. And in this document it even says we can cause people to have heart attacks, we can do this, blah blah blah. It's kind of an all around big picture. It was like somebody took the big picture in my head and put it on paper.
Mm-hmm.
So
hey, brother.
Hey, what's up, brother?
In any case,
Hi,
I'm gonna go ahead
everybody.
and go. And hey, how are you?
Hey, Trucker.
Good.
Wow,
Hi.
Chris is back.
Yeah. So, hey, Jim, welcome to the panel. Have
Hey,
you been?
hey. Hi,
Have you
everybody.
been listening?
No,
Have
I
you
just
been-
walked in the house.
Oh, okay.
I just walked in the house. So I figured I'd get on here and see what's happening. Say hi to everybody and tell you I'm still alive.
Hi,
So how-
Trucker Jim.
Hi.
So
I'm looking for my.
how did your little visit go with our cousin?
Very good. Very, very good. I met both Sandra and went over and saw Alicia, and it went
Oh,
very
that's
well.
cool.
Went very well. Yeah. They're Sandra is preparing an area or for you to stay for a week or so when I have my surgery. If you want to come down,
Oh,
we're going to
that's
figure
cool.
out a way to get you down here
Awesome.
so you can be here.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know what you're going to do for the 9 hours I'm in surgery, but okay.
you're.
Do you have a Jim?
We'll get on YouTube and do
What's
a
that?
YouTube video.
Do you have a
I'm
date?
sorry. What did you say?
Do you have?
I will know when. No, I will know Wednesday. I've got my airflow going good. I'm almost to 600, and that they want me at 600 to 625. So a week from today, I go in to get an actual date, which can't happen soon enough because I'm not having a great day. But I feel fine. I'm just a lot of excitement today, and I'm just kind of sore.
Yeah. Yeah, that can wear you out just as much as working almost.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, it was quite a day, Phil. I don't know how much anybody knows about it, and I don't know how much you want to let this out, but it was good.
Well, I talked a little bit about how everything went. Pretty much, I told everybody that you were contacted from our mother's side of the family that we know nothing about.
Can't say that no more. I know more than I ever wanted to know.
That's funny. So Crystal just left us. Crystal, thanks for coming on. I was in the middle of writing you in the private chat. and I'm not that quick at typing, and you took off too soon. So if you're hearing this, much love to you, and I hope you get better fast. Get well soon. I mean, and I'm sorry you went through what you went through, and thanks for coming on, and thanks for sharing.
Hey, is that Trev?
Yeah.
What's up, Trev? How are
Hey
you, my
guys, I'm
brother?
going.
Oh no, you're not leaving, are you, Chris?
Yeah, I gotta get going.
Already?
Oh
You
sure.
just got here.
I've been on
I
here
get
for over an hour. Actually, over
I
2.
get on the phone. I get on here, and all of a sudden you want to split. Okay, I see how you are. Okay,
No, don't even go there
I
because
got you.
all I've been like, when's Trucker coming on? When's Trucker coming on? When's
And
Trucker?
here,
Yeah.
here, I thought you loved me. You know. Okay,
Dude, you
I
had
get
to
it.
wait. You had to wait until you got here.
Well, next stream, Trucker, come on.
Oh, that's no problem, Crystal. I can talk to my brother any time. You didn't have to leave just.
Oh yeah, you didn't have to leave. I could have. I can always go away too. It's no big deal. I can talk to my brother anytime.
So, Chris,
Yes,
you didn't even get to talk much.
I know. Next stream, though.
That happened to you last stream too.
I know.
What are we gonna?
I
what are
fell
we gonna
asleep.
do, Chris?
I fell
I'm just
asleep
a-
on you guys last stream.
I'm just a bad host. I don't know how to fluctuate between me and a co-host, and that's it.
I probably fell asleep the last 2.
Y'all have a
Right,
good
Trev?
night. Bye, everyone.
Bye, Chris. It's nice.
Bye, Chris.
Nice
Have a
talking
good
to you.
night.
Nice talking to you.
You see what I'm doing to you?
All right. Pat, I'll email you.
Okay.
All right.
I'll look for it.
All right.
So what's up? What are you guys talking about? Talk to me.
We're
Nothing, Trev?
Now the funny thing is, I jumped on because Pat was just like, "Yo, Trev's not even gonna come up. What? Nobody's gonna jump on." And I'm about to eat, so I was just like, "Let me just jump on." I didn't have anything to say. I was just gonna,
What you eating?
stop by. I already finished eating. It was just some chicken with I had eggplant. Eggplant. What is it? Rolled
This is my eating a bowl of cereal.
I like cereal too.
I might actually do that myself.
That's why I had myself my that's why I had my cam off so I could eat my bowl of cereal in peace.
Yeah,
I love you, brother. I love you, brother, but Wheaties ain't gonna work for you.
Yeah. Hey, it's close. It was shredded wheat.
Ooh, look at you. Get a little frosted on there?
I like my I like my shredded wheat. My
Yeah, I do too.
frosted shredded wheat. These damn bots keep coming in. Oh, I'm not even on my channel.
That's been
Is Algo out there?
Yeah, he's live right now. I didn't know he was going
really?
live. Isn't today Wednesday? Usually
Yeah.
he goes live on Thursdays, but I think the last 2 weeks he's gone live on a Wednesday.
Like when I texted you, Pat, like I saw that he had put it up. He put it up that he was gonna come on at like 10:30.
Oh, did he?
Something. Yeah, like after I texted you, I seen it on YouTube.
Oh, did he put his live up after me or before me? Because I didn't see his live.
It had to be after because yours was like there the whole morning, right?
Yeah, I
yours
put
was this morning.
Yeah, I put mine up at about 8 o'clock this morning, somewhere around there.
Yeah,
I know. I woke.
You
Go ahead,
woke
Trev.
up and
I'm sorry. Oh, I was just saying I woke up and saw that. Saw yours. So I put a reminder to make sure I got on tonight,
Oh yeah, cool.
so I
So
can
you
be
set the
with my
reminder?
big brother. Yeah, I
Mm.
set the
Right.
reminder,
So
How
yeah,
does
and I
that
still
work?
can end up late.
Okay. It just sends like you a notification or something?
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
does it?
yeah. All it does is just beat me and saying that this is on, which happens to be the same time Salty Crackers on, which I'm really upset about. I
salty
love my
cracker.
salty cracker. I love my salty cracker.
Who is that?
He's a salty cracker. You gotta.
Hey,
I'll send you a link.
Sandy.
This guy, he's on. Are
Sandy's
you gonna?
here. Hey,
Oh, okay.
Sandy. Hey, cuz.
Yo.
Yeah,
Salty
I need.
crackers on Sunday, Wednesday, and Fridays, 6:30 Central Time. He changed it. It used to be 7:30, but now it's 6:30 Central Time, and he does a 3-hour show.
Now you need to shut
And
up and
he's
say
the
hi to your
best.
cousin that came in the chat.
Okay, I'll do that. Hi, cuz. I just left you.
All right, you are done, man. Goodbye. We don't do none of that shit on here, man. I don't know what you think you.
Oh, you're just wrong, brother. I'm putting you up for adoption.
Oh.
We're gonna adopt your ass out this time.
we can just see your text, Sandy. You have to go through StreamYard. You should have showed her how to do it while you were there. How to get on the panel. Oh, his beating heart is bleeding, and he's playing the little violin. Oh, I'm sorry. I could at least give my cousin a wrench, right?
Oh yeah. Cool.
So,
Oh Lord.
are you gonna be okay, man?
Yeah, I just swallowed wrong.
So, I don't know. We've been on 3 hours right now, so I don't know what you guys want. You guys can talk about anything you want.
Well, it's great to see both of you. I'm just like glad to make it another day, bro. These days are strange and very not assuring. I don't know what the words are.
Talk up a little bit more, a little bit higher.
I was just saying hi, and it's great to be here another day because things are just so uncertain and weird right now. It's just very.
You got
I
that
say
right.
uncertain. There's definitely certainty, but I don't know. But it's just cool to just be able to jump on.
You guys see what's happening in North Carolina with the military? They're starting this military training against domestic terrorism.
Yeah. Yeah, when I
Supposedly
seen that, I got a bad feeling,
Mm-hmm. Those FEMA camps are coming soon, brother.
Yeah. Yeah, just stay away from them. Try not to go near them. But we used to think back in the day that when the FEMA camps, when they got around to this, that they would use the FEMA camps for people needing food and medical attention and all that. But it looks like it's ramping up to be a snatch and grab and put you in the FEMA camp. And that's a little scary right there to know that you might get a knock on that door and bam, 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 you're got handcuffs on you and you're being whisked away to a FEMA camp because you won't get the damn jab.
They run your license plate and find out that you haven't been jabbed and just pull you over and throw you in the FEMA camp.
Yeah, I've seen them doing that last year. They were doing that to some of the protesters. They were
Mhm.
pulling in front of their vehicle, snatching them up, and driving away with their fucking vehicle.
That's what they're doing in Australia.
Yeah, right. Uh, yeah, we got it. And if you even talk about, even if you talk about, like, if I was to say, yeah, we need to get some fucking land together and we need to surround that land, put the women and children in the middle, and all the guys surround the outside of the like, say we got 10 acres of land. So
You
we
know what
put
would
a,
happen, Pat?
what? They
We'd have
come in
another
with
Waco.
drones.
Yep,
Yeah.
it will have another Waco. That's
Mhm.
all that'll happen. FBI and CIA will come in and kill innocent people. They did it in
Well,
Waco.
that's why we have guys set up on the borders of the 10 acres or whatever you got, surround the property, and then it's an all out fight. Um, I could probably get snatched up just for saying what I just said.
Yep.
That this is how bad
Yep.
it's getting. Uh, Sandy says, I'm thankful that I had time to chat with both of you, Jimmy and Patrick. Yes, same here. Uh, Same here, Sandy. It was awesome chatting with you two. Are you going to be okay there, Jim? Put that cigarette out.
No cigarette. First hit of the day.
All right, let's make mine the number 20.
First hit of a what do you call them things?
Yeah, my chillum.
Yeah, what is that? What's it called?
I need one of those.
It's green stuff, dude.
Oh, I thought you were doing like the that spray that you put in your mouth. The pump?
No. You mean this?
Yeah, what is that
Buterol.
called?
Buterol.
Oh,
A
okay.
Buterol inhaler.
You want to hear something really funny? Get this. I don't know how many days. Well, pretty much every day I'm in pain, right? So I would beg, just throw me like some oxycodones or some morphine, whatever. Just get rid of this pain, right? So I was gonna mess around tonight and wear like different hats. So I grabbed this hat out of the I grabbed this hat out of the closet, right? My winter hat, covered the ears, nice and warm. It was made for me, right? I I heard like a bag crunching inside the hat. I'm like, what the fuck? So I reached inside the hat, and here's a little baggie of 2 oxycodones, and I'm like, what? I hid it. I even hid it from myself. That's been in there. That's been in there since since I was really sick, when I had the shingles on my face. Yeah,
I remember that.
a friend gave me them to, help me with some of that pain because my eye was swollen up. I was in a lot of pain, and
I told Sandy you look like you went 10 rounds with Tyson.
yeah, no shit. And so I must have put them in the hat, thinking, I'll take them later or whatever. When I like to save them for like when I'm really in so much pain I just can't take it anymore. So then here they are sitting the whole time. That's how long ago? That's about 6 months ago. Yeah. So I'm a
More
real.
than that.
You can't call me a fucking druggie. because if I was a druggie,
You're just a druggie who lost it.
Them would have been gone 6 months ago. Yeah, 8 months ago, whatever. Waco, Ruby Ridge, yep. I met Randy Weaver before he said he was set up by the ATF. Oh, no doubt.
Oh yeah, really? You knew him before that?
Yeah, no, yeah, she said she knew him before that.
I remember Randy Weaver. That's the one that was shot, wasn't he? He was the one that was killed
Yeah, I believe
during
so.
during the
I think they shot his wife.
the thing
too,
with
didn't
yeah. That was
They
the
kill
one
his
with
wife?
Pete Santelli. With Pete Santelli was there.
they? No, not that one. Randy Weaver.
The
before
bird.
he was-
Oh no,
Oh.
you're talking about.
I don't know what the hell we're talking about. I thought we were talking about Ruby
Yeah.
Ridge.
No. Randy Weaver was the one when is it Montana? I think it was the what's that that cattle
I was
rancher's
watching
name?
that. I was watching all that live when Pete Santelli was.
Yeah, I was too.
Yeah, and
He
that
got
was-
arrested, spent.
Yeah,
got arrested,
and
spent,
they went back and they arrested the Ammons too. The Ammons.
Yeah, the Hammonds. Yeah, the ranchers.
Yeah. And that was the warning shot over the bow that people needed to start waking up when that shit was going
Yes.
down. And now we're full on board in it. Everybody's in it right now. Exactly gonna be going through what they went through back then. And people just
Yep.
didn't fucking wake up. People don't think that nothing's gonna happen to them, and when it finally, they don't give two shits about anything until it finally hits their little bubble. As soon as it comes in their bubble, now they're worried. Now they want to help out. Now they want to do something. And by then it's too fucking late.
Well, I'm telling you.
She said
If you saw-
Randy Weaver is Ruby Ridge.
Oh, is it Ruby Ridge? Okay. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, because I believe they shot his wife. They killed
Yeah.
one of the guys standing outside, I think. Yeah, that was a horrible mess.
Did you see that?
They even killed a kid, one of his kids, I think.
Yeah,
What?
I can't remember. But anyways, did you see Ted Cruz drilling the FBI spokesperson in Congress today, or was it today or yesterday? And the FBI agents kept saying,
Yeah, I can't
Go
answer
ahead.
that question. I can't. I know
Yeah.
I heard it. I can't
That
answer
is-
that.
so that's not a no. That's a blatant yes.
Right. Yeah, exactly. We all
How is
knew
people
that.
not seeing this? Oh,
I
we knew
know.
that, but now it's out in the public. Public, listen to what. Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's like the public actually needs her to say, "Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did that."
They cannot think for them fucking selves.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's
There's
going
no
on.
common sense. There's no reality check. Nothing. We're living in a fucking weird world.
Yeah. Crystal said Randy Weaver's son and wife were both killed. That's what I thought. Yeah. I think they made a movie about that. I think I watched
Yeah,
that movie.
Ruby Ridge. It was called
Yeah.
Ruby Ridge.
Yeah. And they
I
made,
saw it.
they
I don't
made a
remember
movie
much.
on the Waco one too.
Yeah. That one actually had me crying. They really
Yeah.
messed up that one.
Yeah, they had no right to go all
No.
over some fucking guns. They could have waited. They could have waited and catch him by himself.
Hmm.
They didn't
Oh
need to
yeah.
do all that shit. Yeah.
And the propaganda saying that he fathered children's, and just
Yeah.
he was the husband of all the women that was there, and I'm like, really, dude?
Yeah.
I just unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean,
They demonized him.
if this COVID hasn't shown you enough about how they throw their propaganda out there, I don't know what else is going to prove to you that they mudsling this propaganda. I mean, they can tear anybody down that they want.
I got a question for you.
What?
In Obama's administration, he legalized propaganda usage in journalism.
Mm-hmm.
How is that not spoken about? Why is nobody talking about that?
Yeah.
That's exactly what Adrian Cronau was fighting against. That's what Good Morning Vietnam was all about.
Mm-hmm.
Was the military and the government propaganda and how he was supposed to follow it.
Right.
And now we got Obama who passed it, and nobody's talking about the fact that he passed it and they're using it.
Well,
Nobody, not even Fox, not any of my internet people. Nobody is talking about it.
Well, listen, I've been saying this for years about the NDAA, National Defense Authorization Act, where
Right.
Obama signed it at midnight while everybody was ringing in the new year. He signed this law into effect that you can be arrested at any time and you could be held indefinite without a right to an attorney, and or if they deem you a threat to the state, to the United States, they can kill you.
What do you think all these people 1-6 are being charged with right now? They're not allowed a lawyer. They're not allowed. They're not allowed outside communication. They're in confinement with each other. They're not charged. None of them have any real charges tacked to them. They say they're charged, but where's their court dates?
Right.
These people are held political prisoners under that law.
Right. Yeah.
I just don't get it. I don't understand why we're not fighting back. Why are we taking this bullshit? Are we that fucking pussies? Excuse my language, guys. I apologize for that. But come on, really?
Yeah. Rick Swain said, I see brainwashed people everywhere.
I do too.
Yeah, I mean,
I do too.
It's really hard to fill anybody in on what's going on because the shit goes so deep that even if they were to listen to you, they're not gonna fucking believe everything you say, even though it's right there in front of them, going down right in front of them. They just don't believe what you have to say.
And when they do, their answer is, I'm only one person. What the fuck am I going to do about it?
Right. Awesome. Sandy's still listening. I'm glad that we haven't chased you away yet.
Yeah, really.
we move around. We change subjects really fast. We're like all over the place with subjects. Right, Trev?
Yeah, Sandy. This is what it's like when me and my brother get together.
And then that's how it is when our other brother joins us from New York,
From New
right, Trev?
York.
Right, our brother from New York that he makes and eats chicken and doesn't even share.
Dude, man, I love New York. I hate going there.
I never been to New York.
Huh?
I never been
I
to
didn't
New
hear you.
York.
No, not you.
Listen,
Bad. What? That George Washington Bridge is too damn expensive. Yeah, the old GW. Yeah, I know. What hey, you won't pay my tolls. I'll come out. I'll bring the old. I'll bring the 18 wheeler. We go cruising up down to the Bronx and all that good stuff. Long
hey,
Island.
I was just thinking, look how
Huh?
many people lost their jobs because they won't get the jab in their arm. People
They're talking about
are.
it with truckers.
Yeah, I heard that about Canada. Truckers that are going
Yep.
into Canada,
Yep.
they want them jabbed up before they cross.
Yep.
The,
Yes.
yeah,
Yep. Canada lost 33% of transportation since they submitted that.
yeah.
They lost 33% of their drivers.
We're gonna
And it's
have to. We're gonna
and it's
have
only
to.
been a week.
The people who aren't getting the jab, we're being squeezed, and we're being squeezed out of everything. So we're
Yep.
gonna need to start coming together and building our own communities. Fuck these people. We need to do our own communities, and I'm sure we'll have plenty of nurses and doctors that will be with us. We'll have plenty of policemen and firemen that'll be in our communities. We'll have a little bit of everybody who doesn't agree with the jab in our community. We can build a bigger and better community than these evil son of a bitches that just want to kill you off. But they'll never let us do that. They'll never let us do that.
We don't have time.
No.
I don't think we have time unless you are already established. I seriously, between 3 to 6 months, it's going to start, and by the end of the year, this is going to be a whole different world.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
They have no choice. 2023, the legislation is going to change dramatically, unless they steal it in some way. But
look at what the laws they're trying to pass on the voting shit right now. They're trying to set themselves up so they don't have to cheat. They can just win because they can pretty much cut the other opponent right out of it.
You don't have to have ID. You don't have to be a national. Basically, if you're in the United States on voting day, you can vote. It doesn't matter where you're from.
Dude, you don't even have to be in the United States. You can send in ballots.
That's true. That's true. You're right.
So I mean, how are you going to beat a system that has so many ways of bringing in fake votes? You're not going to be able to beat that. So the only
way to beat it is to have hard, as it's happening, evidence, and just this is going on live feed. You're being screwed. But even then, you're just seeing the transportation. You don't know where that came from or what it. It just, I don't know. I really don't know, Pat.
Yeah. I say we just grab our family and hang on to them tight.
Yeah. And I got a grandbaby coming. What a cruel world we're giving them.
Yeah. Yeah. I never thought I would say this, but I would never want to bring a kid into this world, at this point. I mean,
Yeah. Oh, I guarantee if I knew what I know now, back then, I would have.
yeah.
It just took the years of experience and that we learned.
Yeah, it's
And some of these young puppies are trying, right, Trev?
Trying.
he asked if you're trying to have a kid.
No, I didn't say trying to have a kid. Trying to
what
be
were
a
you
good person. Trying to
Oh,
be a good person, man.
well, it's too bad we couldn't get Sandy up on the panel.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, don't anybody give up. I mean, we all need to stand up and just say no. We do not consent. Right there, right there in the corner. Oop, that way.
Yep.
We do not consent.
But I do delete.
So 3.5 hours. I gotta get up early in the morning, guys. I think I'm gonna call it a night. It's been a long day.
Yes, it has.
Crystal, I appreciate you coming on. And Sandy, you don't even know how awesome this was to meet you and talk to you and know that I've got cousins and other relatives all over Illinois and Missouri. I can't wait to meet everybody. I can't wait to meet Ricky. That would be cool. Who would have known there's going to be three of us?
Double what
now?
he said. Yeah, I know. I know, right?
Three big guys.
Yep. Yep.
Wow.
It's let's put it this way, my head hasn't stopped spinning since. It's been wild.
Have you seen photos of Ricky?
Yes. Yeah, I seen I'd say about a dozen different ones.
Did you see that wedding photo of his?
Yes. Yes, it looks just like you, dude.
Yeah, I was like, whoa. Damn.
Uh-huh.
I thought you and I looked a lot alike. Holy shit.
Dude, you two look so alike. It's like, holy crap.
Yeah.
I don't.
Sandy asked me, are you sure that Dad's not the real father of Ricky? I'm like, I don't know.
Well, we're starting to wonder if Uncle Jim wasn't my real father.
Yeah.
Oh no, that couldn't happen because then yours and my DNA wouldn't match for Katrina and Amber to match. If somebody else was a different father.
Yeah, because they're still brothers, and then we would have been first cousins. That's still
and
strong.
brother.
That's
we'd be first cousin and brother.
What?
We'd be first cousin and brother.
How's that?
Jimmy is Mom's brother. I look identical pretty much to Jimmy.
I thought you were talking about Uncle Jim, Dad's brother.
Oh no. I don't look anything like Uncle Jim. That Uncle Jim.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not mean and ornery.
Well, you wouldn't be Jimmy's. How would you be Jimmy's?
Incest, dude. It would be incest.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah. No, we won't go there. But no, but it
Yeah.
is very strange that I look just like him. I mean,
Well, I think
his
we all look like each
his
other.
oldest son, I look just like him. His oldest son,
Yeah.
just really creepy. I mean, I saw the resemblance with me and Dad, and me and you,
Yeah.
but I didn't see like I see now. It's like, whoa,
Well,
this is
right. When I seen that started seeing that side of the family, mom's side of the family, I thought the same thing that we resembled the Roberts family. Like we look like Dad, we look like Uncle Jim, but nothing
right.
like the way we look like the Patillo side of the family.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
definitely
totally.
we
It's weird.
Mom definitely had the stronger genes. That's for sure.
Pat, we went over to Alicia's, and she has a 16-year-old son, Eric.
Mhm.
I saw him and I almost froze. I'm like, dude, you look exactly like I did when I was your age. He's looking at me like, yeah, okay, old man. And I go, no. And I picked up this picture, and from Facebook from back then, and I showed him, and he's like, his jaw just dropped. I'm like, yeah, no kidding.
Oh,
It
yeah,
was
that's
weird. It was so weird. It was like I was looking in a mirror.
Yeah.
What? Almost 40 years ago?
Yeah, that's
Holy
cool.
crap. I just said that 40 years ago. God damn.
Yeah, Sandy says, you guys, I'm very happy you found us. She said Patillo and Muse. Yeah, the Muse, I keep forgetting
Yeah.
that the Muse is part of. I can't wait to talk more. I really can't wait to meet you all in person. But anyways,
Hey,
we're
Pat.
doing this live.
Wait a minute, real quick. Who's the only other Muse you know?
Well, I watched that video, my favorite video from the band Muse.
Oh, I don't remember that. I was thinking Jay and Silent Bob. Wasn't that Jay last name Muse?
I have no idea. I don't know that. I've never watched that show.
Oh, dude, really?
Yeah, I've never watched that show.
Dude, you missed a good fucking. Oh, all right. Anyway,
Did I miss a
go
good
ahead.
show, Trev?
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a movie.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a movie. You definitely got to get high and watch it.
Yo.
Yeah. So all right. Well, we're gonna get going. Trev, thanks for coming on. I appreciate it.
Bye, everybody.
And
See you, Trev.
Sandy, we'll talk soon.
bro.
Love you, brother. Love you, bro.
Love you, Pat. Love you, Sandy.
All
right, we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Thanks for coming on. Everybody else that's here, thanks for coming by. And look at 333. Oh, now
you
it's
missed it.
334.
Bye.
Adios, amigos. Y'all have a good night now. Adios, amigos. See you later, bud.